a character backstory.
Ooh.
Simply because dang has it been a while. Also, welcome Alex. I'm so glad you can join us to play.
Who's this guy?
Hello.
Who?
It's
Why
me.
did you invite this guy but didn't invite Craig to the game? Oh my god! Hey Craig, you want to play?
Oh my god. Let's let Alicia keep
What's going on?
nothing.
Chris is rambling.
I'm on a sugar high right now. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I will admit, Craig, I have thought of asking you for this, but I'm also kind of worried about how many people we already have in the game.
It's okay. I'm the background janitor. It's okay. I'm in there without
The janitor.
y'all know.
I'm pretty sure in this
you-
game you don't want to be the janitor.
Oh, you
I-
should totally be the janitor.
There's a
for
lot
this
of
game.
mess.
What?
A
The
lot of
janitor's
jan-
still alive, though.
A lot of janitors get killed.
No, the
alive.
janitor's still alive.
Yeah, but who got killed in this place then?
You know what? I'll
Wait,
be.
My
It doesn't
dad,
matter. It's not the janitor.
my granddad got killed, and we're all like, most of us are okay with that.
Hold up. Time
Fucking
out.
asshole.
How the hell did I pick a random profession and this happened?
Oh,
Do you
and
not
there's
want
this
to be the
campaign-
janitor.
Going for 2
Because
years. There's
this
too
campaign is
much
very
backstory.
blue collar.
What?
Very blue collar.
Oh my god.
I think we are very, very upper crust, upper class. Good
No, but
sir.
everyone else is.
Fuck, you're right.
what are you talking about? Everyone else's?
A lot of people are
Sorry?
blue collar workers, relative to
Oh.
most D&D campaigns.
No, that is a good point.
Technically, I'm not even blue collar. I don't even have a blue collar job. I don't even have a job.
Yeah, we're privileged.
What, you're not going to say being a
Whoa,
model
whoa,
one
whoa.
time is the same as having a career in modeling?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm not privileged.
Yes, the
I
fuck you
threw
are.
my.
You
I am not
were.
privileged. Okay.
were
I
irrelevant.
did not take mommy's money, and I didn't take daddy's money.
Yes,
Okay.
but I would say you still are privileged because you had an option,
Ah,
and you still have a
I
fallback.
see. I see.
You had background.
I see. I had the privilege of being thrown
the
into the
privilege
rat
of
closet
choice.
over and over again. I see.
Hey, there are some people in the lower reach who would have fucking fought you for that rat closet.
Oh man, the rat closet, it's full of snacks. Oh boy.
You know what?
Some of
That's
them even
fair.
aren't moving.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. All right, you got me there. The rat closet might have been preferable.
All right. So just as a brief recap on what happened a while back, you all, goodness, there's so much. So basically, you had gotten the Avondale child from the one island that you had the party at. You brought him back, and when that happened, Kira did like this scrying thing to try to figure out why there were such horrible storms out of season. And when she did that, she got the answer that the throne is moving, in which then Maple suddenly was racked with bouts of pain at different intervals. Thanks to Quinn's new ability where he's able to see through his half-brother's eyes, you guys kind of learned that currently the throne is moving. The giant tooth that pierces into the creature and the tentacles and what used to be, or what is a throne room it looks like, is moving towards Mirai. You discovered that the pain that Maple was feeling was as each of the roots from the Avondale vine that he currently has was being ripped up. So you guys, because there was a bad storm coming, you gathered up some of your loved ones, You got them into the temple for safety, and most of you had a wonderful spa / like camping trip. That was like really nice and fun. You got to spend it with all of your loved ones who, right before you went on this trip. Most of you guys, except for one, that being Iris.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was a great time.
Iris decided to go visit Yarn Mom, as did Kira, and Iris decided to touch the loom, even though she had
You're
been told
neglecting
not
the
to.
part where Yarn Mom was getting sucked into hell, but okay.
Yes, she was unraveling into the vine, or into the thing. So you reached out, you touched it, and some of the threads almost seemed to like snap into you. But the Yarn Mom was freed. She was very upset. She put you to sleep because Iris started panicking. And so Iris missed out on the fun fake campfire hangout sesh. And instead took a nappy. Eventually you guys all woke up, people left, went back to the lower reach, and Istis had a little bit of a meeting with you, Iris, in which she told you that if you touch the loom again, you will no longer be a cleric of Istis. That was her ultimatum. So, with that kind of hanging over Iris's head, as everyone else had what was probably a rather decent good time, you guys went to Belliere to travel through to Taros. You got there safe and discovered that currently Taros is going through a huge fashion trend where everything fish and sea is fashionable. So currently Nadinia is the most fashionable person in Taros. She was brought in for the modeling gig, did the modeling, and you guys were left to choose a place to stay at. I think you guys chose just a small tavern that had some empty rooms and stuff. You guys weren't going anything fancy or whatnot. And yeah, that was, I believe, essentially where we had left off in terms of the game. Some fun notes are is Quinn got a phone call from Evelyn and learned some news about Nick, that Nick is currently extremely ill. He just seemed to fall ill very suddenly, without warning. Like the day that you guys left, you saw him earlier in the morning, he was perfectly fine, and now he's doing horrible. And the other thing that was happening is Nadinia, you were having what some would describe as probably not a great dream.
I mean, it wasn't, awful. Just, not the dream I would go with.
How many
Yeah,
plus
like-
on this?
I'm curious as to how this would rate to your normal dreams.
To my normal dreams?
Mhm.
Honestly, at this point, pretty high. All things considered, because the last time I had a dream, I turned into, the first time I had a dream, I turned into what I am now.
Yeesh.
And
Mhm.
then the next time, my captain was on the angler of a glowfish.
Yeah.
So pretty awful. I mean, yes, all my dead friends and family or whatever were all around me and trying to pull me down and everything like that and all that stuff. But it wasn't nearly compared to what we've been through at this point, it's not nearly as horrifying as the first time.
No, I get that.
You know, we've gotten to a point where we're not, you know, horrified by the things that we see anymore. Now it's just that he's gonna have to take it up a couple notches to really like. We're gonna have to see some actual possession happening at this point. You know, that'd be my, you know, probably
Meanwhile,
my
with
fuck.
Quinn.
Like he did pretty good in the dream, but it's still a dream. Now, if I came out of the dream and, you know, I started strangling people, I think you know, we'd have a different situation.
No, that's very fair. What was I gonna say? Oh, and you also learned at least about what the Yellow King wanted from you, at least at this moment.
Yep.
Me. He wants visitation rights.
Yep.
I just want to see my kids.
And I am the stubborn mother that's saying, no, fuck you. You can't ever see your kids ever. I'm taking the rights. I'm taking the parental rights and running.
I think you're more like the ant. Like the ant that's just like, no.
I think that works in two ways. So.
So basically, I get to act like my mother for a little while. At least to the Yellow King. King in Yellow.
That.
I like the implication that you are married to the King in Yellow.
I didn't say I was married. I just
Quinn
said,
is your son.
I
just
can't
get to-
believe you're cheating on the Yellow King with fucking Jack.
I mean, can you really compare, honestly? Like, you can have the King in Yellow, or you can have Calico Jack. I mean, it's really not really a choice.
And one of them's a king.
One of them is a god among others, and one of them is the King in Yellow.
Man, you really just want to lose your freedom.
I mean, no, but you know, it's fine. I mean, if it happens, hey, you know, I get to make an artificer that'll invent all the Twitter stuff.
Make emojis.
Yes,
And the internet.
yes.
Imagine this campaign if we could just Google it.
Right?
I mean, I'm doing my best, but
Listen, I'm gonna
Boyfriend
say
rotting in
we
place?
are. I have already played a campaign where I essentially gave the players Google, and
They
you
didn't
know what
use
they never fucking used? They never
Mhm.
fucking used Google.
I mean,
It was
honestly,
until Marissa came.
honestly, Kira's more like
I was
using
gonna
Bing.
say.
more like Bing.
I'll give you credit that you did use Google once you joined.
Nah, man, I'm more like Quora.
I have no
Mm.
idea what that is.
It's basically a site where you ask questions.
Yahoo search.
Yahoo Answers.
Yahoo
Google-
Answers. That's
There
the
we go.
best one.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Yeah, Quora is that, but better.
The only thing she asks
something
every
like
morning is, "Am I pregnante?"
Am I pregnant?
Pregnante.
How do you get pregante? I held hand. Am I pregante?
Am I
Okay.
pregnant?
Right.
Am I pregos? Anyway. So, Nadinia,
Mm-hmm.
Let's pick up at the very end of this vision, and we're gonna jump into the character thing. So you saw this vision reaching out to you and disappears. You hear what the Yellow King tells you, and you feel yourself dragged down into darkness. And when you kind of wake up, your mind is foggy as you look around, and you are in a small one-room shack. It is nothing fancy. You are laying in what seems to be the only bed in the shack, kind of a rough one, not really well made, and there's like a couple blankets basically thrown over you. And you are keenly aware of just how much your body hurts. It has been about a week and a half since your crash. One of your arms is in a sling. You're pretty bandaged up and such. You had broken a couple ribs, and of course there was your missing leg. Over in the corner, there's a small table and chairs by a fireplace, and you see... Shit, I clicked off the name. Give me 1 second.
All good.
Sorry, you see Neryl. He's got like this piece of wood in his hands, and he is carving it. He seems kind of... He seems very focused on it, but he does keep like glancing over at you occasionally. He's got kind of a somber expression on his face. You don't see his son anywhere. You assume he might be out doing something or that, but it's just the two of you, and when Neryl looks over and sees that you're awake, he kind of gives a bit of a grunt as a acknowledgement. And bad dream.
He's kind of just holding her head. Probably has a light migraine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty bad. Was I doing that for a while?
Bad dreams are common here. He gets up and you see that he actually already had a kettle over the fire, and he goes ahead and pours it into a cup with some leaves. He takes it over and gives it to you. You have drunken this many times, as he claims it is... He says there's not a lot to drink here, and this is like the most flavorful thing you can get, other than just straight water. And it's pretty nasty.
She will do her best to down it without complaint.
It's essentially, imagine if you just made seaweed tea.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good.
Yeah. I imagine they don't drink a whole lot. What with them, living literally in water.
Yeah, you haven't really had a chance, you haven't had the chance to walk around at all.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that they've described it to you is there is really no farming.
Mm-hmm.
It's more just like hunting, gathering.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he sits back down, he starts carving, and you can see off in the corner he has the shrine set up that he has told you about. There is a small wooden statue of like this hooded figure, and the wood itself is like this pale yellow.
Mm-hmm.
and you see that symbol that we had talked about, the yellow symbol with the three kind of spirals coming off. That is carved in the small alcove behind it. And laying in front, you see what has been laid out as an offering is a fish, which was caught quite a while ago, and it has been left there to rot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's probably been rotting for maybe a week now.
Mm-hmm.
But he has made no motion to get rid of it or to do anything with it.
I think she will try as politely to ask, so I noticed the fish over there. Do you need to change it, or
Change it to what?
I mean, it's kind of smells.
Means it's working.
What?
I said, it means it's working.
I don't understand.
He takes the fish, like he gets up, goes to where the tray with the fish is, and takes it back over to you. And you see like this small yellow lichen on it that seems to be kind of growing over it, almost like a mold. He says eventually it'll eat it all up and it won't be there. When that happens, you get a new fish. And he goes and sets it back.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the village itself has given you some weird vibes.
Mm-hmm. She's definitely creeped out, but she's trying her best not to act that way.
Yeah, you see him, he goes back and sits down, and he takes out the long wood that he was working with, that he seems to almost have made, it looks kind of like a table leg, but you watch as he takes another part sitting on the table, and attaches it to it, and then finishes off by putting a small pillow on it. And he holds it up, he kind of expects it for a second, and then walks over and rests it next to your bed and says, for when you recover a bit and I finally get my bed back. And it is an extremely crude peg leg.
I think, does he set it on the side where the missing leg is, or?
No, he just sets it like next to the bed's pushed up against the wall. He just sets it on the side by the end table.
Okay. I think she looks over at it and then sees that her leg is missing and kind of just stares at the empty spot and, Cupcake, please. There are people outside, I know. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Thank you. She stares at the missing leg and she kind of bows her head a little bit and just she's biting the inside of her lip and says, "Thank you."
He looks to you and you can see in his eyes that he is very caring, but
Mhm.
he can't show it well, and he just kind of nods and grumbles something and says, "Whatever will get you out of here quicker."
He nods. If any of you need anything, I'll work.
He just kind of waves away. If you work, you'll stay here longer. Recover and get out.
She nods, and then she slowly begins to lie back down, and she's like looking at the leg and kind of just runs a hand on it. Did did you find anyone else?
He sighs a bit and he says, "No. Normal still goes out and searches the site every day, but by this point, no."
And she slowly begins to weep. And this is probably like something that has happened very often over the last, I don't know how long you said that it's been.
Mm-hmm. He seems extremely uncomfortable. But he gets up and he looks around and he kind of stretches a bit. And he says, I'll go help him and check again." And he heads out the door. And that's it for the character perspective. You end up waking up in your own bed, probably very confused, kind of disoriented from the multiple kind of ways that this has all gone.
Yeah. And I think the first thing she like reaches for is her throat. The first dream that made her talk.
Mhm.
And she'll just whisper to herself, "Not yet." And she'll like sigh with relief if she hears her own voice. Does she hear her own voice?
She does.
Okay, yeah, she sighs with relief when she hears her own voice. And I assume it's morning, so time to start the day. Woohoo!
I know, Alex, you had said that you wanted to call Maurice.
Yes, I would like to call Maurice, please.
Okay. You call him. He answers pretty quickly. He says, "Hey, what's up?"
So, do you have a record of all those other people we brought in? The ones who hadn't been necessarily vined, but were still kidnapped?
I mean, yeah, Raymond's got he's got the whole thing organized and everything.
So you might need to send some kind of, I don't know, wellness check.
I mean,
Because-
I think they're still supposed to be checking in with Raymond's physicians and such.
Yeah, I just mean Nick apparently is really sick. Speaking of which, Nick is really sick. Can you...
Nick, like your Nick?
Yes, like the blue tiefling idiot. That
We
one.
just saw him today. He was fine.
Apparently, he's not fine anymore. That's why I was thinking you should maybe get someone checking on the others. And also, if you could maybe get a doctor set up for him, I can pay you back when we get back.
I mean, you don't. Let me see what I can do. All right.
All right. Appreciate it. It sounds like it's bad.
I'll go see what it is. I mean, I'm pretty decent with the healing spell.
Yes, and if that works, that would be great. Just let me know. I mean, it's like midnight here, so I might not pick up if you call, but can text or I don't know.
I'll let you know.
Thanks.
He's gonna hang up.
Yep. That's fair. Quinn kind of just wanders back inside. I think he kind of paces back and forth between the rooms for a bit, and then softly knocks on Maple and Iris's door.
I think, and stop me if this is bullshit, but I don't think Iris would be asleep. Like, I think she would still kind of be like staring at her hands where the loom like hit her and shit, and just not be in a great space, and also still very worried about Maple because she just had a horrible trauma that has not been addressed at all. Like,
No, that's fair.
That's fine. It's
It's
fine.
fine.
it's not fine.
Midnight is
though.
also
it's
not
fine.
an unreasonable time to still be awake. So if you think you're still awake, I think that's
No, I think Iris
reasonable.
absolutely goes to bed at 11:30 p.m. every night because she's a grandma. However, this particular evening, I don't think is great for her.
Okay.
Would Maple be awake though?
Probably not.
Oh, okay. Then I would tippy toe and poke my head like out the door and then like get out of the room and close the door behind me so I don't fucking wake up my girlfriend.
I think Quinn is almost a little bit disappointed that you're awake because this means he has to address the issue.
LOL. Sorry, bud.
Aw, dang.
Because he knows she's going to try to do something she can't do.
I don't know what you mean.
So,
When has it ever been the case?
It's okay. Just lie. Smile.
Yikes.
no, see, he's not going to do that because this is not a secret he can successfully keep. Also, he doesn't actually like lying. Anyway,
Oh, I don't think any of us do at this point.
So, how are you?
I mean, is that a trick question? Not great all around. Pretty right shitty actually. What about you? Is everything okay?
No, you want to be worse?
Sure, why not? Why not?
You want to be worse?
What? What the fuck? What now? Oh, good. Shall I guess? Did Nadine fight someone again? Like what happened?
No, I
What?
haven't seen Nadinia in 3 hours.
That that is also quite distressing in a
I
different
think
sort
she
of
went
way.
to bed. I don't think it's that big a deal. But anyway, Nick is sick.
What do you mean sick? Like he ate something raw or stupid out of the garbage again? Like what do you mean?
Like my kind of sick.
She goes fucking pale at that. Like for how long? Like how bad? Is someone, is he getting help? Like what?
I have Maurice going to check on him, and Mom's with him, but apparently he's just like passing out randomly and getting lichen on him and stuff.
Oh my god! Oh my god! She just starts like pacing, like in front of the door.
And
just
I wanted
like,
to tell you, because if I didn't tell you, you'd be upset.
Oh, 100. That upset would be a generous term. This is because we left, right?
No,
more accurately, because you left, right? Like he was fine before.
You think it's because I left?
I don't know what sort of spooky mumbo jumbo bullshit you do, but if you're tethered to that thing, and if Nick needs to be around the Yellow King to survive or something, and you're not there, what else is like what? This is all just a big fucking guessing game. I mean, I'm going back, right? Like I can't
you can't go back. How are you going to get back?
I'll give Belier some bullshit. I don't care. I'll just jump through the tapestry. I don't give a fuck. I'm not letting Nick die
You can't be making deals with some random.
Oh,
Is he a cat? Is he a cat under there? He's got feathers.
You know, I thought it was impolite to ask, but you know, it's fine.
Have you seen how many legs he had? I've counted at least 7.
Oh, I counted at least 10. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's harmless. I'll just give him.
No, the fuck he's not. There's no way that thing is harmless.
He hasn't done anything but given us passage. Look, I'll let me just pop back there tonight. I'll see if I can stabilize him or something. There's no way he can get to the upper reach for a cleric. You know that.
But Maurice is going to him. I took care of that.
And Maurice is very competent, but I'm sorry, Maurice doesn't have nearly the experience as we do dealing with the Lycan bullshit. I mean, quite honestly, I don't know if there's something that I could do, but I've got to try.
You can't go back with at least telling everyone. What
if I promise to be back by morning and then no one will know?
You're gonna keep secrets from Maple?
No, I would tell them when I got back. It would just be kind of a ask forgiveness there rather than permission sort of situation.
If I did that, would you be mad?
I mean, yes, but no offense, your track record is a little bit more spotty than mine is.
Double standard.
So you want to be like me? I mean, I knew this day was coming sometime.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? When I put it like that, I'll just wake everyone the fuck up then, won't I? All right, fine. But fine. What should we doing tomorrow? Can I? You can. I mean, we're not fighting an eldritch horror tomorrow. I don't think that's on the agenda. So I think
That's
if you're
always
one
on the
person
agenda.
short.
I would punch an evil bean in the dick.
Speaking. And now, I don't know if this would make a difference or not, but should I, assuming I do go back, which we're just going to assume is a yes at the moment, should I bring your amulet back? I don't know if that would work.
Got it. I don't know. I asked Mom if she had another, but she didn't, which makes fucking sense, I guess.
I don't know that it would matter. I guess I always just assumed that was sort of a Quinn central thing, and I'm a bit hesitant to take it away from you altogether, but if there's nothing I can do to stop it when I get there, that might be the only option.
We could leave it until morning. We could let Maurice try. He's got that field of fucking doctors that have been working with the people anyway, and this might not be a Nick problem. It might just be a everyone who got back problem.
Okay, that's
and he kind of kicks himself because that wasn't perhaps how I wanted to word that.
That you know when you said, "Do you want to be worse?" I didn't know there were layers.
Well, yeah, everything's
within this
got layers.
conversation
We
that it
live
could
in
just keep
fucking
getting
hell.
bad, but here we are. I mean, it's fair. But here's the thing. I don't think your mother would have called you if it wasn't sort of an extenuating life or death circumstance. Does he have
What, you
until
think my mom
morning?
doesn't call?
No,
But,
I think she does,
it's
but
pretty bad.
You said what about my mother? But yeah, you're right though.
Might not have called so quick. Let
No,
me
she would have texted.
let me read the chat and remember how bad Nick is.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I, as a human being, have
Yeah, he's
read that
collapsing, rolling, his eyes rolling back in his head, going back and forth between chills and fever. Oh, his skin is yellow, which is weird as fuck because he's blue.
I mean, that's the lichen for
make him
sure, though.
green?
Yikes.
no, it's just yellow. It's that powerful.
Just
Yellowish tinge, but like yes, yellow.
Oh no, he has piss blood.
I think also, like, casually in this conversation, Iris would text her dad, ? And be like, hey, is Nyx okay? Please check on her. Because now I
Who are
concern
you texting?
my father.
Okay.
They're probably asleep. It's fine.
Boy.
No,
We're just
no,
covering
they're
all the
awake.
bases.
Because there's a time difference.
Oh, that's
It's a
right.
12-hour difference in my mind.
Fuck.
You were on the other side of the world.
That's, fair.
You get a text back. Nyx is fine. Is everything okay?
Yep, everything's great. XOXO. Don't worry about it at all. Puts phone away.
You should have bought your sister a stone. She's like 12.
Look, there's not a conversation. Look, I'm not her mother, okay? It's fine. So I'm very torn because like legitimately, if Iris dips for like part of the next day, how fucked are we gonna be?
I will say that you won't get sleep.
That's fine. We've been there.
That probably won't
you will
happen
have a level of exhaustion.
We've been there. That's fine.
I am telling you. I want to be
Iris
open
is-
about it.
Iris is baby stepping towards like me as a person, and it's really distressing with the sleep schedule. That's fine. If I wake up my friends and be like, "Yo, can I do this?" Will they still get sleep because I can just go back to sleep?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, excellent. I don't want to give other people exhaustion.
Mhm.
Okay.
We've been
I
emotionally
will say-
exhausted.
You cannot wake up Nadinia.
That concerns me.
We should wait until morning. Let Maurice try. It's like get 6 hours of sleep. That's like all you get anyway.
Fine, but I'm setting an alarm for literally 6 hours for now. That is for 5:51 a.m. and I'm going to be awake and I am going to text Maurice. And if anything is still wrong, then I'm going.
We'll talk about it in the morning. Deal. Good night.
And Quinn, thanks for telling me. Try to get some sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting up at 5:51 a.m.
Oh, whatever. I creep back in. I close the doors as slammably without it being loud as possible.
I like imagine you make the motion of slamming it, but you stop it just beforehand so you can close it quietly.
Absolutely. Yes, 100%.
Okay. I don't know how you set an alarm for that, but I'm assuming it's
Does
through
my
pure
stone not
spite.
have an alarm?
No,
Damn
your
it.
fucking stone
I-
doesn't have an alarm.
No, here's
Ugh.
what I do. It's fucking genius. Are you ready? So my parents are fucking bakers, right? So those assholes get up at like 3 a.m. I tell my father, hey, text me at 5:51 p.m. and like call me and wake me up. Okay, thanks, love you, bye.
Okay, so you just tell them like, "Hey, give me a call at this amount of time
Yes,
later."
it's like the old-timey hotel service where people will call your room and wake you up.
You know,
only
like
it's
how
my
we're in a
dad.
hotel, and they probably have that service.
I mean,
You know, I look, Iris is not smart. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Your parents call to wake you up.
Fuck yeah.
You do get your full sleep. You're fine.
Excellent. I immediately text Maurice. Status update, question mark, question mark, question mark.
If Quinn was awake, Maurice did text you to let you know. But he'll respond to you of just, I've tried everything and nothing seems to be affecting it.
Is it a Nick problem or is it a more?
I am answering his. When you awake, you can read your texts.
God damn it! I mean,
Probably
well,
wake
Iris
up
would
at some point, not too much later.
Iris
just
would wake
because
people
he's
up at that
worried.
point. Like, I think she'd wake up Quentin first, low key, and be like, things aren't better. LOL. Knock knock.
So, does he tell Kira what's going on? Because she waited until he came back to go to bed.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
if she's awake, he tells her everything.
Oh no. Okay.
Also, did we ever figure out what happened to that string?
Oh, the string that Quinn took and like didn't return.
No, we didn't.
No.
He kind of just says that.
Oh. I'll see if I can find out tomorrow.
Okay. We should sleep because Iris will be here at probably 5:53.
True
Takes her 2
that.
minutes to change into something else and read her phone.
Alright.
Maybe 54.
Yes, sleep then, yes.
Yes.
All right. So you guys go to sleep. Iris wakes. I assume probably Kira wakes up when she wakes up Quinn.
I would assume Iris is trying to wake everyone up, so curious to wake up whether she wants to or not, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't gonna sleep because yeah. It's
Okay. All right. So Quinn, when you look at your text, you have a couple different texts from Maurice. First off, he says that nothing he is doing is affecting. Seems to be affecting Nick, but it also doesn't seem to be getting worse at the moment. And then he also messages that, according to the other physicians who are checking in on their patients, no one else has reported anything like this.
Good, but also fuck you.
He's so sad. Why did you tell him to fuck him?
No, that wasn't to him, that was to you. From Quinn Maurice gets, okay. Thanks for the update. And thanks for checking on him.
He just apologizes he can't do more.
It's okay, it's not your wheelhouse. Not that this is anyone's wheelhouse.
Yeah, I was
Fucking
gonna
hell.
say, who the fuck? Like,
yeah.
but yeah, Iris would wake everybody up with and get like coffee and tea and shit from downstairs. She's not a monster.
Coffee.
I have my kafafi.
Okay. You wake up Maple and Nadinia too?
Yeah.
Okay. Nadinia, you wake up fine to this.
I'm up. I was up anyways because of nightmares.
Yeah, no, I just meant, like I said, you wouldn't have been able to wake up before then. I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah.
Because of the curse.
What curse? I'm not cursed. I'm blessed.
LOL.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag is just blessed.
Do you go downstairs with everyone?
Yepper.
Can you roll me a wisdom save?
Oh,
I mean, I might. Can I decide not to?
You wish to fail?
No,
Why?
no, I do not wish to fail. I just wish
I
not
feel like
to.
those are the options.
Okay.
I choose to succeed.
Okay. So when you go down and you kind of see the table everyone's sitting at, you go up to them, you're about to sit down, and you look, and you swear for a split second, everyone looks like your captain. Every single person in the whole room. And then it's gone. They all look normal again.
Okay, I have a question. Do I remember that they were like that? Because of keen minds. I don't like this silence. Did I die?
Yes.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, I thought you meant in game.
Alicia?
I think Alicia died.
I don't hear her
Oh.
in the house.
Alicia?
Okay, apparently she did die. I'm gonna go check.
Okay.
Yee.
Go save Alicia.
God, that was fucking ominous.
I'm sorry that Iris is annoying.
No.
There
No,
we
she's
go.
passionate.
There we
Hello.
go. Hello. Sorry, my Wi-Fi cut out, and then Discord did that fun thing where it decided I was still in the chat. I don't know. Can you guys hear me
Yep.
fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm sorry. I cut off right after I was trying to describe you seeing your captain, and then it disappeared, and everyone was normal again.
So, question: do I remember that they all looked like that?
Yes. Like you. It looked clear as day.
Trying to decide how crazy she thinks she is.
Thinks or is.
No, she's not crazy. You're all crazy.
Yes, we all put on captain masks. We thought it'd be funny.
She's
Hi,
not
hi.
insane. She's not insane. You're all insane. Ha 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 ha. All right, she's going to act as if everything is normal and fine.
Okay.
Because there is one other thing she fears, just ever so slightly more than rats. Only slightly.
Being fucking crazy.
Being crazy like
Passion.
her mother.
Asymmetry.
I mean, she's not afraid of asymmetry. She's
Upset by it.
yeah, she's violently upsetted by it and disgusted by it.
See.
But anyways, yeah, she walks in, sees that. I think a flash of horror is on her face, and then she goes about pretending like everything is fine. So I mean, Maple might know what's up.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you'd probably feel that emotion, hit real hard and then instantly switch.
Yep. It'd be abject horror, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Maple just kind of looks at you.
So, how's everybody?
Tired.
Are we ready? Oh, go ahead.
Iris has a question.
I probably have an answer.
Unlikely.
So, Irish catches everyone up because Marissa doesn't feel like saying that much in a
No,
British
that's
accent poorly.
totally fine.
The propeller spins. A harp glissando plays as the time changes. So all that being said, it sounds like he's stable for now, but I don't know if that will change. I don't. Last night I wanted to go back, but I don't. I'm just at a loss. I still want to see if I can help if I can, but if he's not in imminent danger, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I can try to find out.
That would be excellent, actually. If you can spare a magic
Yes.
question thing.
My only thing is, what could you do if we went back?
I don't know. I could try taking Quinn's amulet, or I could try taking Quinn back with me. I don't know. We just don't have any information, and fuck, I don't know. I want to try at least. If I don't do that and something happens, I'll never be able to live with myself.
He nods.
I can try to find out how long he has, or how to fix him.
I think one is far more preferable than the other.
I worry that the answer will just be to destroy the Yellow King or something. These things tend to work out that way.
That's fair. Maybe we should ask how much time he has, and that way, if he does have longer than, like, let's say an hour, if things don't change, we can always ask the other question tomorrow or something.
Indeed. Okay. Get out my book.
He opens up Bing.
Yahoo, dude.
Oh yeah,
Yahoo
Yahoo
Answers.
Dude.
How
And-
long do Nick Pregante?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll.
Middle.
Okay.
How long does he have before things get too bad for him?
Before he succumbs, whatever that means.
Mm-hmm.
Very tense right now. I don't much care for this at all, Alicia. I would like to have that on the record.
Mhm.
I am upset by your decisions.
And she writes it out on the paper. So that's how it do. A month or two. If it doesn't get worse.
Okay, but what makes it worse? That's oh fuck.
So we have Mom let us know if he gets worse. And we can work from there.
Suppose.
I
Although
don't-
what is quantifiably worse will depend. Of course.
I mean, okay, just have her keep us updated, and the second he gets worse, I'm leaving. I'm sorry, I'm going back. But let's just try not to stay in Taros for too much longer, I guess.
You guys have a huge list of stuff to do in Terrace.
I know,
Mhm.
God, please don't remind me. I hope it's not going to take a fucking month, though.
Well, we've got to go back with the... Not druid, cleric anyway. So, like, let's go talk to him, see when he wants to head back, and that'll help figure shit out.
Yeah.
All right, I'm looking at the shit list. All right. We can cross off. Do poses for ad.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. So next, we can do the Lou cleric. We can go find Kira's parent things.
Let's start with the Lou cleric.
All right, Lou cleric it is.
They
Okay.
eat breakfast and a montage.
Yay! How are the crepes in Taros though?
Metallic.
Not crepes.
What are they?
Let's see. What would Terra
What
do?
is
Flapjacks.
Oh, honestly, kind of. Taros is much more of a, like a meat and potatoes kind of place.
Oh my god, yes.
Potato pancakes?
Hash brown.
Yeah. Actually, that would be a thing. Probably, most likely what you would get is like,
Home fries.
yeah, home style fries, eggs, toast, kind of a heartier thing like that. Not
put
big
in the
into,
I get
yeah,
20 pounds each.
they're not big into sweets for breakfast. Also, good amount of spices for stuff. Like they season their stuff very well. But yeah, so you guys enjoy your breakfast, and so you're going to head off to the main temple of Lu.
Yep.
Ooh-the-loo.
Okay. It is incredibly easy to find. And very fucking impressive. Honestly, this is probably for all of you, this might be the largest temple you've ever seen. It is a huge multi-level marble building. If you want like a kind of equivalent, think of like if you guys ever went to a city and seen like almost like a city hall kind of building, it would be like that.
So, apparently, sorry, this just popped into my head. We have like this great modern art building in Moncton, the Moncton Law Courts. But what it actually is in French is the Palace of Justice, and that's just an excellent translation of Moncton Law Courts is Palace of Justice.
That is pretty cool.
Nice.
Palais de Justice. Anyway, sorry.
No, that was pretty cool. But yes, so you have this large marble building. There are these very impressive statues of like different angels and stuff all around it. And you actually see carved into the building itself, at certain parts, there's like a row of like faces of like just the heads of people carved into it. And there's a little stone plaque that says, for the patrons who aided in the building of the temple. So like, these are obviously like people who help pay for the building, and you kind of get the sense that some of the angels might be modeled off of people who paid a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it's a very busy building. There's people coming in and out. Actually, a lot of people coming in and out, talking on stones, moving very quickly. Lots of people in suits and stuff. You guys look very wildly out of place here.
Do they have
Oh,
do they
shit.
have a clothing store called Lululemon?
That's very good.
Oh, no, they don't, but that would have been good.
Sorry.
You
Like,
can
invaded
get,
my mind.
no, you're
Don't
fine.
get it.
Like I said, the clothing here is kind of a bit more steampunk and stuff, so like, but for here specifically, it is like all suits and stuff. Even the people who seem to work for Lou, like you see like a couple people go in who have a pin like on their lapel that shows that they are with the Temple of Lou.
Mhm.
Like a subscriber badge. Twitch chat.
Probably more like a detective badge.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
Or
like a
like
good
my Eldritch
function, at
House.
least.
Eldritch House.
maybe more like a press card that you have out, you know. But yes, anyway, you just see that some people have this, and yeah. So what do you guys do? Do you want to go in?
Do we remember the priest's fucking name? Because I don't think it's written down anywhere, and I don't remember it.
You guys were not given the name, but he does know that you're coming.
Okay.
Yes, we are the delegation from Marai. We're here to abduct your priest. Smile.
You're basically taking the Pope.
Yeah. We're
Hell
taking
yeah.
the Pope.
But the money pope, so it's fine.
We're here to abduct the money
What?
pope.
We're taking the money Pope, so it's fine.
Let's steal a pope.
Stealing the money pope from Lululemon. Let's go.
I'm into it.
All right, so you guys walk in. Like I said, you stand out pretty noticeably. You, Nadinia, are still like basically anytime you step out, you're getting looks, but they have all been of admiration or like curiosity. Nothing bad.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone seems pretty well accepting, whether you know what they think or not. But yes, you guys walk. Yeah, you guys walk in. You see several extremely long lines leading to some of the tellers. You see there's like another area that leads off down a hall where there's like a receptionist waiting. And then you also see like some guards that are wearing like full Lou armor and stuff, which you assume are probably paladins that act as like security guards.
So
Okay.
we don't need to go to a teller. We need to talk
No.
to a receptionist.
Uh-huh.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So you guys approach the receptionist. It's a very bubbly kind of water genasi. Like her hair actually looks to be made up of bubbles.
Bubbly.
Ooh.
Booby. Alright.
But she gives a nice smile as she sees you, and she says, "Hi, welcome to the main Temple of Lou. How can I help you today?"
Kind of like she like doesn't know how to word this without being like, "Hey, we're important and need seat Pope."
We're here from Marai. We were told that we would be expected. We're not exactly sure who we're looking for, though.
We're here from the Temple of Istis.
Istis.
That is.
We were supposed to be expected.
The Temple of Okay, you said you aren't sure which party is expecting you. What is the, she's like pulling out a clipboard and kind of looking through it. I don't see your name anywhere. What were you expected for? Was it for a loan? Was it to pay off a loan? Was it for opening up an account?
We're here to... bodyguard. What's the word for bodyguard?
It's about the
Situation.
Temple in Marai.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I had assumed that you were representing your temple in Marai.
No, the Temple
the
of
Temple
Lou.
of Lou.
We are here regarding the Temple of Lou, but we are from the Temple of Istis.
She looks
In
at all
Marai.
of you very confused. I don't I don't believe we have a branch in Marai. I'm sorry.
That's
The problem.
Okay, there was letters sent to like the head priest here, and we're here to escort him to, or that person to Morai.
Can we
Oh.
talk to your manager?
Okay. I'm sorry if you want to sit there. We have some seating here if you want to take a moment to wait. There are mints and there's a coffee station over there. I will be back as soon as I can.
Sorry for causing you worry. Okay.
Thank you. She's gonna
It's like,
head off.
Mabel just felt the anxiety spike, and I'm like, oh,
Yes.
Jesus, fuck, god damn it.
It's okay. We're just the anxiety ball.
Yeah,
As we
I
roll
didn't
in.
know how to word it, or else being
No,
like,
no.
hey,
Trying to be delicate wasn't
let us
working.
in. It wasn't working.
Which is fair. Like, they probably haven't told every
No,
little person working there.
no.
Hey, by the way,
They also don't
Corruption.
expect us to be here, like, right now.
we got
so-
here pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we zooming.
Okay. So you guys, it takes like about 10 to 15 minutes for her to come back.
I've eaten
And
5 mints.
okay. They taste chalky.
I've eaten 1 mint if they're chalky.
There is coffee though. But she comes back and with her is a very, how to phrase this, a very sharp looking human woman. Like very no nonsense. She is dressed in a like full suit. She looks like the kind of person who, if you got on her bad side, would take off her heel and stab you in the throat.
Oh, okay.
Good. Yeah.
I was
Does
gonna
she have
say sue us, but that's scarier.
does she have
Although,
a picture on her
She
head
would sue you for damaging her shoe.
as I impaled it through your skull?
And she'd probably win.
I hate it. Hi.
So she looks over all of you very quickly, and then looks down at the clipboard that she has in her hand, and she says, "Hello, I've been told that you are from the Temple of Istis in Morai. Is that correct?
Correct.
Do you have any credentials?"
Shows
Any-
the star
Yeah,
called sign?
mark.
Question mark.
Yep. No, she looks at that and she nods and says, "All right, that will do, I suppose. I know Istis's followers are not big on paperwork."
Takes out like a scanner gun.
No, she just writes it down and she says, "Hello, it is wonderful to meet you. My name is Rasha. Rasha Clemens. I am the head assistant for our cardinal here, or as you may call him, the high priest or archpriest."
Head assistant to the art.
Yes.
Okay.
He has a team of assistants that work under him, and I am in charge of them.
Maple's getting like, as soon as like she said that she was an assistant, her brain just clicks in and goes, "This guy's like actual Lou, where he's too busy to talk to us right now."
Like actually too busy. Which
Uh-huh.
probably actually
Which
true,
is
but-
fair.
Which is
Yeah.
fair. We showed up out
We-
of fucking
we-
nowhere. Yeah.
And we don't need him. We just need to know when he can go.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So
And
Maple
we would
stands
prefer
up
it sooner rather than later.
and kind of like holds out her hand to like to shake Maple Avon.
Oh, and Avon. It is wonderful to meet you. I apologize. I do not shake hands.
That's
Far
fine.
too many germs. But
She like there's a small twitch, like a small squint, but she like goes back to normal. Like, okay,
Dirty
noted.
bitch.
No, like germs. Okay.
Fucking Nadinia's just nodding. Yeah, like, yeah, I understand. Like, yeah, no,
She says, I did not realize that Avon was associated with Istus. The Avon family has always been very ardent Blue followers.
It's a bit of a complicated story.
Yeah.
Not overly relevant to the matter at hand unless Maple feels the need to share it.
I would like to keep this brief. I apologize, but I am very busy and we just started our day today.
Of course.
Let's see. I believe she flips back, like, pretty far back in her notebook, and she says, it seems that the Cardinal had a vision sent from Lou alerting him of your arrival. At least somewhat. It seems that you are going to escort him to Mirai. There is apparently a branch there that, a branch of Lou that we have no idea about.
Yes, that's completely right.
I see. And supposedly you had proof that our missionaries that we sent there had been murdered.
Yes.
And we retrieved that from our bag that we definitely brought with us.
You gave
We
that to
don't
Raymond.
have it. We gave it to
Why-
Raymond.
Did we not keep any of it?
No.
No.
Well, that was dumb of us.
Why would
Nope.
we take it with us?
Because we need to prove it to them too?
I mean,
Well, we
wasn't
proved
it
it to
said
the
in
god.
the letters that he was coming no matter what?
Yeah, no, Lou said he was going to send him.
Like,
That's fair.
we're going, like, we could prove it to him there.
She doesn't sound in disbelief. She's
Yeah.
just confirming.
Confirming. Yeah. Maple,
Okay.
like, nods. Yeah, that's right.
I see. This is very serious. I in no way wish to insult any of you, but do you have the capabilities to protect the Cardinal if he heads to Mirai? If he is going into a situation in which many others have died, we would like to know that he is in safe hands. He's
Of
not.
course.
I would not consider him weak in any way, but
Extra
All it-
protection's always better.
all you need is to be lucky once with a dagger.
Well, we're very good at making our enemies unlucky. It's kind of our whole stick.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And we do have additional members of the church in Mirai.
In
who will
Mirai as well.
be assisting. This is a joint endeavor between the gods to deal with this problem.
I will say that I don't know if that matters if your god did say that he would go, that he would be coming with us.
She kind of narrows her eyes a bit with that, and she says, "Well, it would determine
How many people you bring as well.
how many people, which would affect how quickly he comes. If I believe that he is not going to be safe at the destination, it may take a while for us to organize the forces needed to go with him to the area. It also may require for us to contact Mirai itself, set up safe points, decide, and she basically just lists off like a bunch of.
I would
Regulatory
advise against contacting Mirai itself. This-
Yeah.
Church is very well entangled with the government there. You would probably be causing more danger if
issues.
you tried to set that up. But I can assure you we are quite well versed despite our appearance.
this is all part of an effort to flush that out.
I understand that. I hope you understand as well that we wish to take every precaution that we must.
Of course.
I think Maple, like, a thought just suddenly struck Maple, and she goes, oh. Is there a tree in this city?
She looks at you so confused.
Sorry, out of the blue. We were planning on using teleport via plants to make it faster. And I just realized I haven't seen a tree.
But we were going to use the Avondale Vine, and we know there's a company.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, you have a base here.
Right, thank you. Brain was like, there's no trees here, herp-a-derp. We're good. I retract everything I say.
No, you're fine.
And we need to go like do things there too. So.
But she nods and she kind of goes through a thing and she lets out a bit of a sign. She's like, honestly, this is not a great time for him to go. If this was not a direct command from Lou, I would say that we couldn't even entertain the possibility for...
I mean, we're not planning on taking him exactly
2 or 3 years.
Today.
2 or 3 years? What is happening right now that
requires 2 or 3 years?
We are running one of the largest religions and financial institutions in the world. I don't think you fully understand just how busy
lives are at stake.
I kind of
she snaps at you and she says, I was talking.
Yeah, I kind of it's fine.
I don't think you realize how busy he is. I have every single day planned out for him for the next 2 to 3 years. Most appointments with him, if they are considered urgent, take at least 6 months to get scheduled. But, again, this comes from Lou, and there is not really much that we could do with that.
Right, God doesn't really like people impersonating on his religion.
No, and I understand how she thinks for a moment. I understand how important it is. I hope you realize that it does throw a wrench, however, into a lot of what else we were planning. She looks real quick and she says, if you wish, I do have a quick 10 minutes before his next meeting. If you would like to accompany me to talk to him briefly and figure out when would be the best time to depart.
That would be lovely.
Yes, that's why we came here. We figured that everyone here would be super busy, so...
Excellent. She turns and starts walking immediately.
Yeah.
You need to hurry up. It is now 9 minutes.
God.
Jesus.
Follow behind! Like...
Maybe, like, gives a look to everyone else like, holy shit, I would never be able to do this.
There's a reason we follow the god we follow instead of this god.
Uh-huh.
We're truly blessed not to have to.
Like, oof, Avons usually follow Lou. Maple's laughing. Yeah, no.
I
well,
have
they
respect
received
from him that I didn't have before.
True.
But
they receive sizable donations from Avon usually.
Mm-hmm.
Usually.
unfortunate for them.
Oh, is that to put up a... is that like my dad putting up a ruse of like the Lu temple in Mirai? I wonder if that's the connection.
Oh no.
Possibly.
That's probably the connection.
You
Because
could
I'm like,
always go talk to your dad.
I was gonna say Feywild would like, what? They don't do time shit. They don't care. Anyways.
They don't do time.
No, they don't do
Nadinia looks honestly like not nonplussed. She looks like
she's very understanding of the situation that's currently happening.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, no, did we came here unannounced, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody properly briefed before the situation. We don't have the evidence with us. We have to wait until we actually get to our destination. I mean, like, can we really say that this isn't kind of sort of?
Oh no, that's not what I was saying. All I was just saying, I wouldn't be able to live on a minute-to-minute schedule every single day of my life.
To be fair, this is though for their like highest
Financial.
guy.
Yeah,
Like
King shit of
Yeah.
Money Mountain.
I would not be able to fucking do that.
Oh,
Mr.
Yeah, no.
Monopoly.
of course not. That'd be horrible. Living his everyday life, your life minute to minute down to
Just mentally making notes. Man, this job would be nice. Everyone plans every minute of my day. And
Everything
it's
has
completely-
order.
I will say, Nadinia, you get a slight glimpse at the notes that she has, and it is the most beautiful color-coded schedule you have ever seen in your life.
Oh no, I love it.
It's so organized and neat, and it's absolutely just beautiful.
Oh no, I love it.
Sublimely bureaucratic.
But yes, so she leads you. She goes incredibly fast, especially for the heels that she has on.
They're secretly Heelys.
She has the calves of a goddess as she just marches straight down, just going
Sticking with
at
my
him.
Heelys.
Hmm.
She's going at that pace where, like, you guys almost have to do a half jog to keep up with her.
I think Maple's able to keep up because her movement speed's pretty high.
I run.
No, I'm sure you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general with how fast she goes.
Nadinia's just long-legging it.
I mean, she's probably actually keeping up because she's like looking over the woman's shoulder.
She just wants to see the schedule as long as possible.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
You notice that there are actual little things, like she reaches in and she pulls one, and like a children's book where they have like pop-up stuff, you see more notes pop out of it, giving detail about one of the items that she has scheduled.
Yay.
But yes, so she leads you to down this like corridor to this main chamber with these huge double doors that has 4 paladins in front of it. They give a polite bow as she approaches, and the doors, she just flicks her wrist and the doors open. And you see the largest desk that you have ever seen in your lives. It is a huge mahogany desk, intricately carved. It stretches about... It stretches like 8 feet long, like in front of you, and then it curves around. So it's like a horseshoe shaped, and it is covered haphazardly, like you don't see any sort of organization on it, with papers and files and stamps and pens and just everything. And you see a man who looks very disheveled, looks very tired, a very plain looking man, quite honestly. And he is leaned back in his big plush chair, and he is fast asleep.
Oof.
I don't mind. I don't blame him. That is what I was looking for.
I don't mind.
I also don't mind, but not what I
You you look around a bit, you see like past the desk, there is like a small kitchenette set up.
Mm-hmm.
And then next to it is a set of couches, and you see like a blanket and pillow thrown on one of the couches, and like some extra like pants and shirts and stuff laying around. It looks like this place has known many long nights and maybe, all night kind of ventures.
Right, we gotta break this
Poor
man out of
man.
prison.
Like, legit, when we take him to Mirai, we're gonna get shit done, but we're gonna take it a bit slower so we can fucking rest.
So the woman comes up. She goes behind the desk, and she basically takes her clipboard and slaps the back of his chair, which kind of jolts him forward a bit. And he goes, "Ah! Oh God! Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Clemens. What? Oh, there's
I
a
think
fish
Maple
lady. Am I still asleep?"
standing there like wide-eyed, like, holy shit.
Can't believe we interrupted nap time.
There's a fish lady. Am I still asleep?
Alas, no.
Sorry to interrupt your nap. We are the followers of Istis that will be taking you to Mirai.
Oh!
We came to discuss
Oh,
when
shoot,
you'd be
was
ready
that
to leave.
today?
No,
Oh,
we're
God.
here to discuss when you are most conveniently ready to leave.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, Miss Clemens, do you know when that's? Well, I guess how long do I need to be down there? Really, what I how to phrase this? I can't. I hope you know I can't like shut it. I can't wave my hand and shut it down. Like, that's not how it works, but I would basically go and I could denounce them, and if you have someone take them, like, if you have someone suing them or prosecuting them for something, I'd be more than happy to be a witness or such, but I guess technically we can sue them because they can't say that they're
Defamation.
using our god. Yeah. But that would take, oh goodness, that would take a long time on our end to do.
I would hope that your god would have instructions for you to follow. Right?
I believe Raymond was talking about.
Yes, Raymond was talking about maybe potentially putting through a lawsuit.
Raymond basically was talking to you guys about declaring them as a cult.
Ah, right. Thank you. I say that instead.
No. It has been so long.
It's been so long.
It's like the same thing.
Just as a reminder, what Raymond's plan is before the election,
Mm-hmm.
he wants to basically bring up, he's like, if I win, I am going to have them declared a cult because they do not follow any god, and I have proof that they are causing harm.
Yeah.
To people.
Okay, I give a very short summary of that.
Yeah, and once that happens, all of their property, all of their debts, everything like that would be seized by the city.
Yes.
And Raymond was talking about using that to forgive basically everyone's debt.
As much of the interest and such as possible.
He's talking about everything.
Yeah.
Lit, even better.
Yeah, everything. So
Yeah.
I basically give the summary of like one of the people running for mayor currently has this wants to declare them as a cult, and that kind of that.
He lets out like a low whistle with that. He's like, "Wow, that's pretty insane." I mean, they very easily could just seize it and kind of take over that whole thing, but to forgive it all, man, that's some charity.
You'll understand once you get there. We will be going through the lower reach to get to the upper reach, unfortunately.
Okay. I'll be honest, I've actually never left Taros.
It will be a bit shocking considering what I've seen of this city so far.
Oh, wait, do they have trees?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, nice.
And a lot of dirt.
I mean, I know what dirt is.
This city is almost spotless compared to what.
Ugh.
They
But
were dirt.
Which is.
no, I definitely can go. I can denounce them. I can do some press stuff. And I definitely can testify and, say that they have absolutely no affiliation with our church or with Lou.
That would be excellent. Would you be interested in establishing an actual Church of Lou there? Eventually.
Yeah, I would honestly love to do that. Our biggest thing is, and as you've known, none of our missionaries have ever come back that have tried to set it up.
Yes, unfortunately, we're
Yes.
very aware of that scenario.
So it definitely have to be after this.
Everything has been cleared up.
It would have, yes, we would clear them out before we.
But
Yeah.
no, we would love to be able to set up a base in Marai.
Awesome.
That's forgiven. The people of both the upper and lower reach would benefit from having access to some of the services you provide.
There
Yeah.
are people who believe in Lou there and are followers there.
Yes, I'm sure there's some very
Genuine.
followers who are going to be
Happy.
hurt to find out the
That's it.
reality of their scenario. But happy to
Happy
we-
after.
properly fixed.
We also understand that it's probably not gonna, even though it's not us, it's not gonna shine a good light on Lou to, find out there's a fake one.
Yes.
But it will shine a better light if you're there to pick up the pieces.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Date.
let me see. I
I have a question. Are there like papers and stuff on his desk?
the whole thing's covered.
Is it like disorganized?
Oh yes, horribly
Can
so.
Can I have been
If you
like
try to touch that desk, Maple is gonna stop you.
she's looking at the mess with like literal pain in her eyes.
Okay, yeah. Maple just kind of pats you on the shoulder and goes, "Be strong. It's okay.
I could just
There might be an order to it. Don't touch it. No.
It'd take me
Nope.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
No.
2 minutes.
No. Mm-mm.
As a show of good faith, would you have any interest in having some desk cleaning done?
No, my desk is fine.
Sorry, bud, I tried. Pat, Nadine.
Yeah.
By the way, as you guys
Slow
are
clear,
talking,
Just a
there are
slow clear.
assistants running in and out and dropping paperwork off and grabbing more.
No, like this.
Just look at the pretty notes.
So, you have those thoughts of working here still? Maybe?
The awful. The problem is that it's just this,
Uh-huh.
right? It's just this. Like everywhere else she's looked, it's pretty.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, with this conversation, what time frame are we looking at right now?
Well, if you got someone who can help, like as soon as we get there, because I'll be honest, I want to help as much as I can, but I cannot be there for long.
I'm sure we can let Raymond know the date and he can clear his schedule.
We can also, if you have another one of these 10-minute intervals at any point, come back and allow you to speak to him. I know we can't really transfer his number to you because our phones don't work very well.
That's because they're rocks.
It's true, they are rocks.
Air
But
rocks.
if you wanted to speak to him before we left, we can certainly arrange that as well.
Yeah, that actually would probably be helpful, or at least having Miss Clemens here set it up. He stops for a second and he thinks. And he thinks and he's like, he looks at all of you. Did I introduce myself?
Any of us have introduced
I
any
don't
of
think any of it. I just said that we were followers of Istis.
Fuck, I'm sorry. He gets up and he offers his hand, reaching across the huge desk.
And
And he's like, I'm Cardinal Vincent. I'm real sorry.
Yeah, Maple will go up and be like, Maple Avon. Nice to meet you.
Oh, Avon. Oh, okay. Yeah, nice to meet you too.
No one else?
I introduced myself.
Hey, you look really sick. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna shake your hand.
Nope, that's fine. I didn't offer it for that reason. It's not contagious.
Pat, pat.
I mean,
You should have a doctor look at that.
I have.
That's rough, dude.
Thank you.
that's rough, bruh.
He'll shake anyone's hands who offers it.
Anything you want to say, Iris? Because I haven't heard your voice in forever, Marissa, and I'm just scared that you're not alive.
I'm sorry. I'm I'm listening. I'm engaged. I'm also very focused on these leaves right now. But yes, Iris will fucking shake his hand. It's great. It's beautiful. Love.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Cardinal Sir. Life is great.
Mm-hmm. Cardinal Vincent, and he says, "All right, awesome. Got all that done.
How? Okay, 5 check from his assistant. How antsy is she getting with how close we're getting to time?
Oh, she is steadily getting more upset, but
Yeah,
her expression is perfect.
I think she
How she
kind of
feels.
glances over at her and then back to the cardinal and goes, we should probably pick things up. I think we're running a bit low on time.
Oh, yeah. Miss Clemens, can you give them your number and plan when we can go out and stuff? I will say probably most likely if you wait longer, I can probably stay longer. It just depends how long you can wait for me to get stuff wrapped up here.
We do have our own business in Taros, so we will be fairly busy ourselves.
The only request is figuring out what day works for you sooner rather than later is good, because we need to procure a higher level spell to get us there quickly, so warning
Yes.
is better. But I suppose some of that can wait till after you've spoken to Raymond.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Yep, just give Clemens your guys' number, and you can reach out to her about it.
Okay, Maple will exchange
stuff.
numbers.
Yes.
Miss Clemens goes ahead and she exchanges it with you. And she nods and says, yes, I apologize, but the Cardinal must head off to his next meeting.
Of course.
Do you know the way out? I can have one of the paladins escort you if you don't.
Look at Nadinia. Did you remember how to get out?
He looks at you like, what do you...
Yeah, that was a dumb
You
question.
not-
We should be fine.
Half the group has keen mind.
Yeah,
I think we're good.
we should be okay to see ourselves out.
She nods and she says, it was nice meeting you all. And then as you're leaving, Clemens has gotten up. He's kind of, he doesn't have a suit jacket on. It's just like a dress shirt that's unbuttoned a couple on the top, and then
Mhm. Yeah,
It's a
no.
mood.
Yeah.
his clothes are wrinkled and stuff.
It's
and,
very work dad, exhausted vibe, you know?
Yeah, you get the sense that this man hasn't seen a bed in a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poor
Yeah.
work, man.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and head out. Was there anything else you wanted to do in the temple?
I'm good.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Then you guys. Good.
Everyone
all right.
good? Okay.
All right, you guys go ahead and step out. It's still morning, just probably late morning at this point.
So are we going to this Joy place, sort of? What is it called? Joy Palace Park? There's a park? It was park. What is it called?
The amusement park?
Yeah. Maple doesn't know what it's called. She can't remember.
Is this don't have things to... Okay.
All right.
I think there are a couple more feelers we need to put out for. We need to find a phone book.
I mean, the mood of the group could need a break because Maple's saying this because she's feeling everyone's emotion. Everyone feels on the fucking edge.
She did. I mean, Nadine
Except for
doesn't. Nadine is fine.
Yeah.
Nadine is fine. There was only that one small little.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Nadinia! I was actually waiting for Maple for Jamie to finish, and I was going to tell you I got some rolls for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, what do I need
Yeah.
to roll?
I need you to roll a wisdom and then a perception.
Okay, all right. Here's your wisdom, and here's your perception. All right, cool.
Jesus Christ! Could you roll those in the opposite order, maybe?
Actually, this is fucking perfect.
That's always good to hear.
Yeah.
I lied.
Yeah, no, everything's fine.
Nadinia.
Mm-hmm.
As you're kind of standing there and, people are talking as they're trying to figure out where to go next, very suddenly, you look around and you're underwater. Everyone and everything around you is underwater. You can feel it on your skin. You look up and you see your hair floating like you're underwater. You feel like your gills moving like you're underwater. Like this, you feel completely like you are suddenly everyone there just got dipped in water. No one else seems to be reacting, but you feel your body switch over to essentially water mode.
I think Nadinia just she's probably leading everybody out, and then she just stops suddenly. And do I realize that it's like a nightmare situation, or do I believe that this is happening right now?
I'm gonna leave that to you. Every single one of your senses is telling you this is real.
Okay, all right.
But no one else is reacting to it.
She looks at the first thing she does is panic and look at Quinn.
See big beefy mouth?
What does Quinn look like?
Quinn looks normal. You see his hair, to you it looks like his hair is moving like he's underwater, like his clothes are billowing. To everyone else, I should say, you don't see anything other than you see Nadinia's gills kind of fluff out a bit.
She looks down at her hands. She looks down at her feet. Then she starts looking around, and then
that's great because this perception's gonna kick in right here.
Okay.
You look behind you. You guys had just left the building. You're kind of looking around as you're trying to get a sense of this, and you notice there is someone fully cloaked, pretty decent ways away from you, but they are very clearly focused on you.
Is the cloak yellow?
Nope, it's black.
Okay.
That'd stick out too much.
Okay, she's staring at them, and she's like slowly panic seems to be setting in, and she's backing away, and then she kind of points up at it. Do you guys see that? But does it come out? Does it? Do I hear my voice come out like normal, or does it sound like it's underwater?
To you, it sounds underwater. To everyone
Alright.
else, it sounds fine.
Okay.
No, that's good.
Follow her.
The second you
Point.
point at it, he ducks behind an alley.
No, why are you panicking?
She watches him duck behind an alley, and then she gets angry, as if
That'll help.
insulted or something. And it's like, Cupcake, please, I love you, please stop. And then chases after the thing.
Okay,
She's gone again.
like I said, you were kind of far away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would say they were like 60 feet away from you.
Yeah, that's fine.
When you round the corner, can you roll me another perception check?
Yes. 14.
You look down this alleyway, kind of inspecting it and stuff. You might go and like look behind some of the dumpsters and stuff, but you do not see this hooded figure, and the vision of you underwater is gone.
I think she was like tossing things through the alley. Just like picking full up dumpsters and trash cans and like tearing through the alleyway looking for him or it or whatever. And then stops as she realizes what she's doing and slowly backs up into the wall and looks at did anybody, I guess people followed maybe? I
Yeah,
don't know if
Yeah.
Heavenly Wood.
and
Yeah.
looks over at everyone and says, "We're not underwater, are we? Right? Right? We're not underwater, right?
No.
No.
Okay, good. Okay. Everything's fine.
Is it?
I don't know. But I don't know if it's anything anyone can do, so we're just gonna pretend like it didn't happen. Let's just go. Oh god, my hands are dirty."
Hallucinating.
No, we're not ignoring that because that's the second time it's happened. What's wrong?
Had a bad nightmare last night, and now I'm seeing things. Yay!
What happened in your nightmare? What did you see?
I won't bother with the boring stuff. The King in Yellow wants Quinn. And it's getting harder to not do anything about it.
What do you mean?
He was controlling me in my nightmares, and now I'm seeing things.
Like us all being underwater?
She nods.
Anything else?
I mean, I'm seeing dead friends sometimes. You all turned into the captain at one point.
Mm-mm.
It's
It's not good.
It's trying to unnerve you.
No, it's trying to take over.
You have any idea how we can help?
Well, it told me that it wants the vessel returned. And I have to attach a hand. So, let's not attach any hands to Quinn.
Quinn's arm.
I
Right,
don't
we
know
never
what he
found
meant.
that, did we?
What, say again?
We never found my arm.
Nope.
His mechanical arm, but yeah. God, did we have a lead on where that was?
No, it's on the list of things you're supposed to look up
Yeah,
in
I'm
your book
sorry.
of Yahoos. No, it's
A lot.
There's only so many days that have passed. It's not necessarily highest priority.
Hey, where's the string? Hey, where's Quinn's arm? Hey, how do we fix? Yeah.
We need to invent tracking chips and just implant them in everything. Wait, no, that sounds awful. Please, no, I don't want to be tracked. I don't want the King and Yellow to know where I am. I don't want this.
He already
I don't want
knows
it.
where you are.
I want it. Yeah, I want the tracking mold out of me at this point. Thank
Daddy
you.
already knows where you are.
Oh fuck! Please don't call him Daddy like that.
See, Daddy.
Oh no.
See, Daddy, and the sea monkeys. All right. Oh boy.
All right. Yay. So what? Why are we in the alley? I saw a guy, and he ran into the alley, and then I tried to chase him because he was all cloaked, and I wanted to know what it was, and then I ran into the alley, and now I'm really messy. Kira, could you clean, please? Please clean this, please.
Okay.
And do we know if Alley Man is real or? I don't know. Very hard to tell. No, that's fair. I just trying to check. I give a look to like Iris and Maple, like.
I use my ethereal sight. I would like to see if there's any ghosts.
Okay. You look around and no, unfortunately you don't see anything.
Didn't think so, but okay.
Is there any emotional trace of someone in the alleyway?
No.
Okay. That was a really prolonged no.
Just because I don't really think you would see traces like that.
No, like can I feel traces of the emotion?
Oh, you don't feel anyone in the alleyway.
Okay, cool.
Alley Man is gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
If
He's
he
not
was
here.
ever here to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
Which
get out of
is
here.
questionable, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone.
it could be.
He could be here.
Gaslighting Eugenia.
I mean, we'll keep an eye out for him.
Yeah, I'll let you know if I see any random folks in cloaks.
Or anyone
Folks in
with
cloaks.
Malicious
Lots of
intent.
people are wearing cloaks.
Yep.
Malicious folks in malicious coats.
And cloaks.
And cloaks. I'll also tell you if I see
Cloaks
anyone
and
who
Folks
looks cool.
is definitely a name of a store here.
Wait, what? Cloaks and folks?
Yeah, it's definitely a name of a store here now.
Some folks that do some smokes.
Okay, now it's, I guess, a coat and vape store.
Coat and vape store.
As you do.
Cloaks and folks at what?
No, I was just making a joke.
I know, I'm trying to write down for the title.
Oh, Cloaks and Folks.
Folk.
Folks.
Okay.
Which would make it, you know.
What did Noah say? Cloaks and folks.
Echo, no
which-
one asked you.
Who smokes?
Echo, stop.
Okay.
Echo,
Cloak.
please.
Cloaks and folks and smokes.
Anyway,
And jokes. It's
you
a comedy
don't see
club.
anything, and now okay, and now you all should actually do something.
And yo, who knows?
Okay. What else do we need to check on?
We need to find Kira's parents. We need to find
Right.
a man who makes a submarine. We should probably get the submarine started soon because
Yeah, that's true.
it's either going to take some convincing or some time to build. Probably both.
Okay. I guess we could start asking around for a mechanic of that sort.
There was a specific guy. It was the son of a man who. Is there a phone book?
Ah, yes, the son of a man.
Phone book. You know
Stone
what?
book.
Phone book.
You could
I
call.
don't need his stone. I want his address.
Oh,
You
fair.
could call a directory.
It's in the gray
Call
pages.
a directory. Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to pull something up real quick.
The yellow pages, but for stones.
Okay. Yes, it's what's the book? Arcanton, right? That was
Yep.
the name.
We're looking for our
Yeah.
Canton son and Kira's mommy and daddy.
Mima and Papa are pretty low priority. I think they're okay.
No, we want to ask them what the fuck is wrong with them for abandoning their kid.
They didn't
don't care if
abandon
they're
me. I
okay.
left.
And then they left too.
Dude. I just want to make sure that they're okay, but it's not like I think they're in any danger. That's all.
I will say you guys would have gotten the name because you found his Arcanton son's how to phrase it, request form, like request.
Right, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he had turned in a formal request to receive funding to build a submarine again.
Mhm.
That was how you guys had found out about all of that.
Presumably to find his dad.
I'm sure.
To do something.
It's fine. It's fine.
It doesn't matter what he wanted to do. Because we're going to go.
Yeah, you're just gonna steal it?
No, we'll offer for him to come too.
We'll
Okay.
offer for him to come to, but yes.
Alright.
What?
Well, the guy's name is Delarn.
Alarm.
Larnar
I can't. Okay. So we
No,
look up that.
Arcanton was the guy's first name.
Oh,
It is Delarn Bursk.
Lauren Bursk. Okay, so we look in the yellow pages for Delaren Bursk and Rosalind.
I'm just gonna throw there again that like the formal request would have had like where he lived and stuff.
Okay, we look for a map of the district he lives in.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're gonna get lost.
someone did look at it that had keen mind, so I think one of us can recall things perfectly or whatever.
I would like to remind you, the city itself is kind of a big labyrinth because it expanded so rapidly.
Yep.
Let's
I
go
live-
hire
I
a
live in one of
robot
those
to take
real
us
life.
to this
Yes.
man's house.
The map that you saw showed general areas.
Let's go
Yay.
hire a robot to take us specifically to this address.
To hire a robot.
Yeah. We might need a robot to maybe find your parents as well, because there's no fucking way we're gonna find them. So,
Hire a
so
robot.
Maze.
I want a robot friend.
Yeah, let's go. I don't want to waste our time getting fucking lost.
No. Yeah, okay.
So you go to rent one of them. It is just 5 silver a day.
My God.
What a bargain.
You go ahead and pay the 5 silver,
Yeah.
and one of the Warforged come up to you, It's a very nice looking female one who doesn't look as human as Polly did. Like, Polly specifically was made to look very human-like, doll-like.
Mhm.
This one is much more mechanical looking. And only comes up to about 4 feet.
Oh, she's short. I love her. Hi. Good to meet you.
It's like a
and she
tall
says-
Roomba.
Tall Roomba.
Yeah.
She comes up and she says, "Hi, my name is Judy."
I hate you.
Oh no!
No, I hate you,
I have
Alicia.
failed my mission.
I hate you, Alicia. Really? Judy? Really? You fucking bitch. Why?
What the fuck is happening?
Jamie's very upset.
My name is Judy. There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Oh, it's no.
Oh, I didn't know what her name was until you fucking said it, and it clicked. I immediately was like, no.
Anyway, we don't know that reference because I haven't read that book series. Let's go.
Avatar: The Last
It's
Airbender.
Avatar: The Last
you dolt.
Airbender.
I was making a joke. Quinn. I was making a joke about Quinn not knowing.
Got it.
I
Okay.
know what the fuck
It
you're
was a
saying.
joke.
Understood. It
About
was a joke.
Quinn.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know. I just know that
Anyway.
it's from
Hi,
Avatar.
my name is Judy. May I ask, are you here in the city for business or pleasure?
Bit of both.
Both.
It's business.
Business
Wonderful.
first.
What form would you like? Would you enjoy a tour of the city? Do you have a specific destination in mind?
It's oh my god, it's a fucking
Specific.
Google fucking Maps.
Okay, specific.
Siri.
Please tell me the address that you're looking for, and I will take you there.
I list the address that we have written down like good little boys and girls.
Mm-hmm. I see. One moment. Calculating quickest route.
It's Siri.
Calculating.
No, her name is Judy. Don't be rude.
It seems that this route will be difficult on foot. I would recommend taking a taxi.
Can you call a taxi?
Of course. One moment, please. And you see, she lifts up like her wrist, and there's like a stone embedded in it.
I think
And she holds it up, and she goes ahead and calls a taxi for all of you.
does Maple know what a taxi is?
Yeah, you would have had
Okay.
them in the one place. They,
Okay.
however, were more
Rich people shit.
more rich
I mean,
people shit. I was-
Carriages and rickshaws.
yeah, I was gonna say more of like a carriage and stuff.
Oh, okay.
The taxis here, however,
The concept
are-
is hardly new.
like mini flying ships,
Cool.
Lit.
because there are some areas of the city you can only get to by air.
Nice.
I'm joking.
Arrows become human.
I love my programming.
Oh Jesus.
I
It
love
is
being
Judy.
a slave.
It is Judy.
He makes 5 silver a day. That's fine. That's not slavery.
It's a livable wage. I don't eat food.
I do not need to eat nor sleep.
I'm honestly just like a teenager.
We're not gonna linger on this.
We're just
No.
gonna keep going.
Yeah.
We
it's
get in the
fine.
taxi.
The taxi shows up, she gets in,
Hey,
and she says, "We are heading to the industrial region." And the man goes ahead, takes off. She gives more specific directions, kind of weaving him through some areas. And you are in the industrial region of Taros.
how much billowing smoke is there?
You can't see the sky.
We immediately
Nice.
die of lung cancer.
I think
Yeah,
Maple
or-
looks horrified.
Yeah, there are so many smokestacks that just are pumping out chemicals into the air. you see kind of like this labyrinth of buildings and bricks and steel. It's kind of a nightmare trying to fly through this. There are huge ships going back and forth carrying huge loads of just materials and devices and stuff. But eventually it kind of like weaves you through these huge big ones until she navigates you to where there is kind of this like small little warehouse off to the side. It's nowhere near as big as any of the other ones, and it looks much older, a bit more in disrepair. And there is this sign that's up above it that says Arcanton's Arcane Inventions. And
Automatic to abattoir. I'm like, that's not what we want.
But the sign itself looks pretty beat up. And they go ahead and pull it in front. This is also the area you're in is not really busy. And you see a couple other like abandoned warehouses and such.
Mm-hmm.
But she thanks the taxi driver and she steps out and says, "Here is your destination."
How much does the taxi want?
The
We have to pay
taxi
taxi.
itself, the taxi just wants a copper per person.
Oh shit. Okay, so that's 5 copper pieces.
Damn, no wonder the skies look like shit. Fuel must be dirt cheap.
Okay, I pay that.
The fuel's magic, so like,
Well, whatever's making the pollution.
I mean,
Gorgeous.
it's all powered by vines and
Yeah.
So one day it's all going to fall out of the sky. One day soon, actually.
Yep.
And one day soon there will be parts of Taros that no one can reach.
Yep.
Gonna
Never
suck
mind.
you live there
Everything
because you'll
in
be
this realm
dead.
we're in purgatory. It's fine.
But yeah, you guys all step out and you're in front of your destination.
Alright,
It
let's
seems that the store has been closed for, and she calculates for a moment, 10 years.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
turn the robot away, please. Going to break into a building. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She is just standing there.
Yeah.
Alright, Maple.
Alright, I'm gonna go
best.
suss out. Yeah.
Yep, let's
Yeah. Let's go suss out this building.
gonna go knock on the door.
I will go with Quinn to knock on the door.
You go up to the door. There is like a window on the door that looks pretty dirty. You knock on it and there is no answer.
Is there a lock?
You surprised.
The door is locked.
Okay, I attempt to pick the lock.
Okay. Roll lock picking.
It is time to do crime.
No.
I'm rusty. Hey, Maple.
Okay, I try.
Did you guys not tell the robot to go away or anything?
No.
did.
I tried
Yeah.
to turn her away. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because she meant like report it to the police. That's true. Can someone?
Would you like
Just-
to?
Yeah,
do
I'll
some
just- I'll
people
just
distract
break her.
robot. No, no
Don't
breaking.
break the robot.
Just
God, we're not gonna be able to rent a
crime?
new
You
one.
just fucking murders her. You know, it's fine.
Distractions.
Ask her about the local area.
Yeah.
Have her
Alright,
explain to you the best rides in the park.
I also just want to poke Marissa again. You good?
I am here.
Yep, that's what I thought.
It's fine.
Are
I
you-
am.
are
Because
you
I'm like,
okay?
why isn't she yelling at us right now?
No, I am in spirit. I've
Okay.
developed a headache and it hurts real bad. It's taking
Oh.
over my focus to be here. It's fine. We're good. Please proceed.
Do you need to stop?
No.
Do you
I will
need to
not.
Was that
stop?
a lie?
Yes, but I don't want to keep being a bitch and making things.
No, you
done.
you can't stop if you need to.
Be a bitch whenever you want.
Bless you.
I don't want to be.
You
a
would yell
nightmare.
at us too, wouldn't you?
Hmm.
You would.
That is not relevant to this conversation.
It is extremely
Oh.
relevant.
Oh, and so the truth comes out.
Get some
I
rest.
don't know what that truth is, but the truth comes out.
About how you had a
Sleep.
rash and someone needs to sleep.
Yeah. Go the fuck to sleep.
Take care.
Good night.
I can focus with my eyes closed, and if I try really hard, it's okay.
No.
Oh, no.
You can always watch the VOD later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just watch
That's
the VOD.
cheating.
It's
No,
not
it's
cheating.
not.
You've cheated many times then.
I know. I don't like that. I would like to be engaged without being a nightmare. And
How
I,
about
Are you
this?
engaged?
How about this? Keep going for now, but by 11:30 you need to call quits, okay?
And we'll
Deal.
be trying to wrap up by then so
Yeah.
that you're not missing anything important.
I also
Thanks.
wanted to post, so the Warforged in this is what she looks like.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cute.
she's cute. Yeah, so Iris and Nadine,
Yeah.
you distract the
Strap
Warforged
Warforged. Easy.
while
We break in.
I will begin asking all sorts of questions about the
Mm.
cleanliness and the cleanliness and the use of these smokestacks.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
can you roll me a wisdom and a perception?
No.
Can we not? Can we
Make
not
the
do this?
hallucinating shark girl distract the robot.
Okay. All right. For a very brief second, the Warforged in front of you looked like your mom.
when
I
Nadinia
think she-
pauses in her questioning, Iris starts asking for the complete history of Taros,
She
because that
doesn't-
could take a minute.
She doesn't pause like she doesn't pause in like to stop. She pauses as in like she just starts randomly screaming all of a sudden.
Oh no.
I will say, like, I like to imagine you asked her this, and she starts explaining, and for a brief moment, it flashes, and it's your mom, and you hear like your mom's voice talking about this. Like, you
Mhm.
even smell like her perfume that she normally uses. Like, it's very realistic, and then it flashes back to the Warforged.
But of course, she's talking about like street sweepers or whatever, and like, oh yeah, they just sprayed this. Ah!
And you just start screaming at her.
Not at her per se, just like, you know,
in her vicinity.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know the panic scream, like
Yeah.
you know, backing away, like
Oh goodness.
She turns to you and she says, "Yes, I get very excited too about history." And then she turns back and keeps
People just kind of like, I'm just gonna break into this house. It's fine. I got this.
Oh yeah.
It's like, well,
Right,
You
I am
go
out of
and
practice.
you look at this lock and you're like, really?
Really?
You don't even touch the tools and it just unlocks.
it's like touching a
She
computer
like
in the
puts her
office.
finger on it and turns it with her finger, and it opens.
just the lock part. Just
Uh-huh.
yeah. The
Actually,
lock is
ooh.
broken.
I'm sorry, let me give a fun flavor to this. You
Mhm.
reach your finger out and the threads from the glove that no one can see shoot out into it.
I was about to ask.
Fuck.
I was
That's
about
so
to ask.
cool.
Can it just be like luck too? Like she just yanks it open and it just opens. Oh, it was
It's
unlocked
done
the
that.
whole
It's done that
time.
before. Remember, the lock disintegrated.
Oh, yeah,
and then
that's true.
Full Spider-Man.
reintegrated.
That's true. I mean, I
Oh,
did
but
roll
Nadinia,
too.
the other thing you see is you scream, you kind of look up, and you see that figure again in the black cloak.
Where is it?
It's like about 60 feet away from you, but it's in front of you this time. It looks like they were peeking out from behind another alley.
I run to the alley.
You
Is
scream
anybody there?
and then just run.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Roll me another perception. You like try to make this turn and you basically like run flat into the wall.
Donk.
And by the time you kind of orient yourself and look around again, you don't see anybody.
Fuck. I'm gonna get him next time.
But yes, so you open the door. She is now telling you more about the foundation of Taros. When they decided between using iron or steel. Just very fascinating stuff.
Everything.
Mm-hmm. But you pop open the door, you look in, and it looks like it used to be an old storefront, at least the small part in the front. You see like where there would have been like a teller or someone there to like ring stuff up. You see like around the room these shelvings with baskets in them labeled for like different spare parts and such. And then you see like a door leading into the back warehouse part.
Like how much stock is on the shelves, if any?
Would you guys like to roll an investigation?
Yes, let's investigate.
Mm-hmm.
I would investigate, but I'm too busy being paranoid.
No, that's fair.
I would like to assist Kira in investigating.
Okay, roll with advantage.
There are people fucking screaming outside.
I heard that for a second.
I don't know.
Oh, shit. You did?
I don't think they're screaming at me, but they're telling people to shut the fuck up, so I'm gonna be quiet.
Oh, okay.
Not even being that loud.
Is your house butt up against something?
It's not you.
It's not you.
No,
They're either yelling at people who are partying or someone who has a dog.
Or at their dog.
Or at their dog. Because they're assholes.
We'll see.
Yes.
We'll see. If
Okay.
someone throws a brick at my house, we'll see.
No.
They won't break your house. It's okay.
At most, they probably egg it.
I mean, that requires going again an egg.
People
They're
have
bricks.
eggs.
There are bricks around, okay?
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I'm pretty sure you're fine. But roll investigation again.
Sure.
Nice. Okay, so Kier, you go full detective mode here for a second. You're looking around at the stock and stuff, and you see it looks like it was pretty decently stocked whenever they stopped. Like, there's still items and stuff in the different baskets and such. You go behind and look at the teller thing, and you see, like, books opened up and, like, writings in them about, like, different orders and stuff. It almost looks like everything just, like, stopped one day. But as you're looking around, you see on the floor that there is a set of footprints, like a bunch, heading in and out of the store, like in the dust.
Been here.
Basically going in and then heading to the back room.
Alright, well, let's go to move towards the back room.
Yep.
Okay. See, you guys move to the back room. It is unlocked. And when you open it, it is lighted. And you see... yes, it is lit. I'm going to say lighted. Because I'm God.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding. I'm teasing. You see it lit-tided.
I thought you were making like a lit joke, like a lit.
No,
Not
I
like
said
actual
light.
proper
No,
grammar.
yeah, it was a proper grammar thing.
Got it.
Lighted isn't a word, but also that.
Lit-tided. The room is
Illuminated.
Oh,
The room
fuck.
is
Sunny.
brighter than the other room
Mhm.
due to a source of light.
Thank you.
Yes. As you guys walk in, you see a very fucking impressive kind of machine vehicle. Honestly, it looks like nothing that you guys have ever seen before. The closest would be like a Zeppelin.
Mm.
But
So it's
this
an underwater Zeppelin.
it looks to be made out of metal, and it's got kind of like almost like these fins on the side of it. It's got glass in the front. It looks just, you don't know what it is, but I mean,
Is it like an
It looks
Atlantis
fucking
submarine?
impressive.
yeah, kind of like the Atlantis submarine.
I mean, that's
Ooh.
fucking cool.
Those things
And-
terrified me.
I fucking loved Atlantis, but yes, it was scary. At
I
parts.
watched it when I was too fucking young.
No, I
That's
get
a
that.
mood. Not with that
Uh,
one, but just in
I
general.
watched it as a teenager with a friend, and we like took a reaction image of like the Colonel guy like looking up at the balloon exploding. Anyway, he has a great face. Anyway, that's all.
You as you guys are doing that, you hear someone yell at you, and he says, "What the fuck? You are you're trespassing here." And you see a guy who, it looks like he was working under the thing in the middle. He was like on one of those rolling things,
Mm.
so he could work at a part underneath.
I think Maple just kind of looks at him and goes, well, apparently, according to our tour guide, this place has been closed for 10 years.
He pushes out from under it, and you see him kind of scramble, and he grabs a gun that's off to the side, like a shotgun, and he
Mhm.
aims it at all of you.
Yeah, try me, bitch. I'll catch all those. I don't say that, but I'm saying that. Me, Jamie, I'm saying that. Fucking try it. I will catch
You
all of the
broke
bullets.
into a shop! What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
Yeah, it was closed for 10 years. What do you mean?
Just because the shop's not open doesn't mean you're allowed to break into it. People still own it.
Hey now. Sorry about this. We were just looking for you and didn't know where else to look. We didn't break anything.
Touch anything.
I assume this is your father's business.
He looks at like all of you extremely confused, and he's just like, "Who the hell are you? Are you friends of my dad?"
Really?
Not quite, but we're interested in the same stuff you are. Going to the ocean. We actually have someone with us who's been there. Thought you might want to chat.
Screaming in the background.
He looks at you like very confused.
You'll
and-
you'll
But
understand
you
when
see
you see
you
her.
see like there's a spark
Uh-huh.
behind that of just like you got his attention.
Yeah,
All
you'll,
right.
you'll see her when you'll understand when you see her. She's outside.
For the record, I did try knocking first.
Yeah, we did knock.
I am sorry for breaking in.
I was working back here. I probably couldn't hear anything.
You should probably get better locks too. It's really easy to open.
He gives you a look that basically says
Especially
that's
if he
not
has
helping.
something like that. That looks really expensive.
How many people are gonna steal a whole submarine?
I could think of a few.
So what is a submarine?
You're not helping your case.
You're not real, Mom!
Oh god, did she see something again?
Probably.
And Mabel just kind of turns around and starts walking out.
Can we buy you lunch?
He thinks for a moment and he says, "All of you out of the shop first."
Of course.
Sure, certainly.
head out.
Yeah, he brings his gun with him, and despite what you said, he locks up behind him, and he turns to all of you. He still has his shotgun, but it's to his side now. He's not pointing it at you, and he says, "All right, where's the person you're talking about?"
Kind of look around.
Is she freaking? Is she freaking out?
She's in the alley.
Yeah,
I don't know. Iris,
Yeah.
where's Nadine?
I mean, I follow the panicked feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can find her pretty easily.
Yeah.
So,
What are you doing?
Nadinia's up against the wall, just hitting her head against the wall. It's not real. It's not real. It's not real.
Yeah,
it's not
I'm
real.
just gonna
it's
drag
not
her
real.
out
It's
into
not
like the
real.
street. Yeah, stop that. You're just hitting your head is not gonna help, but if anything, it'll make it worse.
Nadinia,
Mm-hmm.
roll me another perception.
Yay! Do I see him?
No.
Okay. Fuck.
Not the cloaked man.
While that's happening, Quinn is introducing himself to the
Man with
man from
shotgun.
the shop. Yep.
I should describe this man a bit more. So this man, he looks to be in like his late 50s, maybe early 60s.
Makes sense.
How to phrase this? It looks like those years have not been kind to him. He's got more wrinkles than he probably should. His hair is already like very, very gray with like peppered white in it. He's got a not long but kind of bushy beard on him, and he's got kind of like he looks pretty fit for his age. He definitely looks like someone who has worked or, done stuff with his hands for his whole life.
Just kind of leathery.
Yeah, very leathery. That's a very good word for it.
Soft hands.
Oh god.
You said very leather, and I just like immediately
No,
because that's what
no, I
that's how
know.
he described it.
I know.
So
I
opposite,
know.
though.
Oh.
But he kind of looks to all of you. When he sees Nadinia, he looks just very shocked. And
I got a Pokemon.
well, no, he looks at her and he's just like, is that an actual sea elf?
Not quite.
I mean, she's met
Alright.
some.
She has met some.
You have my attention.
Excellent.
There's
So what's
no-
good for lunch?
There's not really any good place to eat. Here, come with me. And he has you follow him out.
Yep, fair enough.
By the way, Iris, the Warforged is still talking to you about history, and if you start walking, she will follow and continue to tell you more about the history of Taros.
Do we fucking want her with us, though, is the thing.
We
Like,
paid her for the day.
And then we killed the Warforged.
You
No,
can't
but-
send her away. She will just keep the 5 silver.
We're gonna need her later if we're gonna try to find Kira's parents.
Yeah, I will tolerate the history lesson until the
You
night.
can't tell her to stop.
But I genuinely think Iris is interested in it, is the thing.
Okay.
Have her idle outside while we eat lunch.
To be fair, I will give you, if you listen to the whole thing, I'll give you advantage on any history checks for Taros.
Fuck yeah, let me write that down.
Yeah, right on the
Ow.
sheet before.
Oh yeah, I have an inspiration. or something. I don't remember what for, but
Oh,
Funny
it was
joke.
for the very good pun.
Because you were insulting
Oh,
me.
The below sea level.
oh, right.
But yeah, so he leads you through. This is how to phrase this. Quinn, this area looks very similar to parts of the Lower Reach. The only difference is instead of more mining, this is more mechanical. Like you see like scrap bits everywhere. Some look like people are working on them, like outside their homes. Some don't. Just look like they were abandoned. There's just this heavy smog kind of covering everything, and like everything here is covered in like a thin layer of ash.
Rundown industrial park vibes.
Yeah. But eventually he leads you to what looks to be a small house. It's not anything special to look at. It's like a brick one.
Hole in the wall ones are always the best ones.
Oh, but Maple, one of the things you kind of notice is you kind of get a glance at this like backyard, and there is a tree there. Not big.
It's got
it
a
looks
tree.
relatively
Yeah.
young, but it is a tree.
I think she stops and goes, "Oh fuck, that's a tree."
Oh fuck, that's Trito.
I mean, it's the first time she's seen a tree here. She's kind of surprised.
I
He-
bet
he
that
looks-
restaurant's called the Rat Closet.
He looks at it and he says, "Yeah, it's my one of my wife's projects." And he opens up the door and walks in, and you realize this is not a restaurant, this is a house.
His house.
Mhm.
All right.
Old fashioned home cooking.
Oh, his wife is gonna be so pissed. He brought so many people for lunch.
Mhm.
Just like cram into this tiny space.
It's not a huge one, but you guys can at least fit in it. He motions for you guys, like you basically walk into the kitchen area, and he just kind of motions for you guys to go ahead and take a seat at the table. And you hear him like call out to his wife, and he says, Brigid, I'm sorry, I brought some guests. And you see this woman come out, and she is just this very, like, the instant she walks out and you see her, she looks like a sweet grandmother. Like, she looks so nice. My grandmother seems mean because she's not that old. But
She's
she's
like
got
50, 60. That's grandma age.
no, yeah, like
Yeah.
not like she would have just had grandkids. Like that's more what I mean.
Mhm.
She's got like this reddish hair that's turning white, pulled back into a braid. And when she sees you, she has this very sweet smile, and she turns to her husband and very playfully like hits him on the arm and is just like, she's like, Darlarn, I swear, in the 40 years I've known you, not once have you actually brought friends home. I didn't know you could do it. And he looks at her, he's like, not friends, at most possible business partners. And she gives you guys a smile and she says, I'll take what I can get. And she says, are you all of you hungry?
Lunch sounds lovely.
If it's not too much of a hassle.
Yes.
Oh, no. Trust me, it is more than fine. I still been getting used to, we used to have some people living, our kids living here until recently. I'm still getting used to not cooking so much. But she goes into the kitchen and she starts getting some stuff ready. Looks like she's just making, like, kind of a chili, actually.
Ooh, I want chili.
Chillo.
But he sits down with all of you, and he looks very serious. And he looks to you, Nadinia, and he says, "All right, so what's this?"
He just kind of shrugs and says, "Curse? Is that the best word for it? Kara, would it be a curse?"
I don't know. Sure, some might consider it even a blessing.
You said
Why
this
don't we
was...
start at the beginning? Or
Indeed,
your beginning, I suppose, is the best place to start.
because that's where it begun.
He looks at when you said that, like, what the hell? He's like, fine.
I meant hers, but you can do
Oh.
your beginning if you'd like.
No, I'd rather not.
Fair enough. Nadinia, start at the beginning.
So, in the beginning, there was people. But more seriously, a while back, I went to the eye of the big storm. And, well, I guess I didn't go so much as we just kind of ended up there. And when we tried to get there into the center, our ship crashed. So, fortunately for me, I was able to survive the experience by the help of some elves that... Did they actually live in the sea, or...
They lived on, like, these rocky crags that were just on the surface.
Yeah.
Some lived in the sea completely.
Yeah. So yeah, I tell them all that.
Yeah.
Elves on a rock shelf.
Dun dun.
You lost the inspiration now.
Easy
I'm
come,
kidding.
easy go.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Will you let me go? And so now, and they helped me get back on my feet because, well, I was shipwrecked, essentially. And now I'm here.
You literally lost a leg, so they got you back on your feet as well.
Yeah, it's not very... I don't really... Do you realize how asymmetrical I am right now?
I don't care.
Or
But he seems interested. He says, so you went into the water.
Yes, technically. And came out of it. I didn't come out of it looking like this. This is because of something entirely different.
From
No,
what exactly?
It's
No,
related.
it's really related.
It just wasn't at the same time.
Yeah.
oh,
Delayed effect.
Bye.
Yes, good night. Good night, Marissa. Go
Marissa.
sleep. Thank you so much.
Well-
I'm sorry.
No, go to bed.
Go sleepy.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Alright.
I mean, I guess in a way it was, but not exactly, because I didn't really nothing came out of that experience other than my lost leg. The reason why we were shipwrecked was because my captain decided to take a gamble.
You swallowed the water, though, didn't you?
I mean, I was technically shipwrecked.
He is like staring at you intently.
Yes?
Well, I have to change a lot of my theories now.
Theories.
I'm sorry?
How did you find out about me?
Well, the document was in with the Eldritch House, right?
Yes.
I came into contact with your father's work in my grandfather's lab. He is a powerful mage, and within that, I learned of his theories regarding the geez, I'm trying to remember what exactly was in that book.
It was a log of his submarine trip.
Right. Yes. Okay. And his descent into madness, and didn't we find our Canton?
Yes, he
Yeah.
was at the college.
He was one of them goo boys. Anyway, and so when I went to
Did you tell him that you found him?
not yet.
Okay, I just went.
It'll come up, I'm sure. When we went to the Eldritch House, we looked into it and we found a requisition, or a request rather, for an expedition from you.
So are you all with the Eldritch House?
No,
No.
she like tugs on her pin. Not exactly. Not officially. No. So your and that's how we found you. We are here to find a submersible to take us down there. And we did find what happened to your father, if you didn't know.
I know what happened.
Are you sure?
I watched him jump with my own eyes as he turned into a horrific fish monster.
Yeah, that's about it.
Just
Yeah,
not.
that's-
Just not gonna go on like, yeah, he's still alive. Smile. No.
I'm being experimented on. Smile.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, it wouldn't do anyone any good to tell him that at this point. I don't think.
Nope.
And that's really sad, but you know.
Or he didn't know.
Oh no, more anxieties.
Well, I see. I've made it a bit of my mission to figure out what happened to him. To see if I can stop it to happen from see if I can stop it from happening to anyone else. It is rare because most people don't go down to the water, but there's some tales of fishermen and others falling in and going mad and ending up jumping into the ocean.
Huh. We've cemented some theories of our own. on what's happening. Are you familiar with the? As I look to my friends to look for permission to discuss things. Of course, there's no
We
way.
believe there's a creature under there that is encouraging the madness.
Yeah, the lichen.
Connected.
Exactly.
That's a part of it, yes.
Yeah.
He
It's-
looks
he-
kind of confused and he says, "No, the lichen."
The lichen itself
It comes from the entity.
yes, the same entity that created this plane.
What?
Oh,
Quinn kind
Yeah. I
of
kind
gives
of
a
look
like
at
too
Kira
far,
like that's a
too
bit.
far, but
That's a bit much to drop
Fuck.
on someone.
I don't know what crazy theories you have, but the lichen is definitely the thing.
yes, the lichen is what drives people mad. Speaking of the lichen, this is me, Alex, speaking here. How does the man feel about Quinn, who is clearly rotting and covered in lichen?
Yeah, he does keep looking at you because you
Mhm.
know
As he's-
concerned.
as he's like, well, technically it's a lichen.
Technically, it's the
Yeah,
lichen, and we're
he
like,
has
"Nah."
been he has been looking at you and he's like, all right, so if you're not a sea elf, and he looks at Quinn, he says, did you fall in the water or something too?
I'm just special.
We're still figuring that one out.
There's a lot of things that we're kind of holding back for your own sanity, so
He does not look pleased by that.
It's my situation is more directly to do with the being we believe is down there, not
no
interaction with the ocean.
Yeah.
He kind of looks to you, he's like, so you, and he points to Quinn. You never ingested any seawater.
Haven't been to the ocean. I hadn't even seen a lake before a month ago.
I mean, that's a lie, but
It's not.
And Mariah.
didn't you jump off the ship and get real close to the ocean there, bud?
You didn't drink it.
Yeah, I did get in it.
How long ago was that? That was more than a month ago.
I don't think it was.
I don't know, but
I have never been in the ocean.
he sighs and kind of leans back in his chair and he's like, well, there goes another theory. That's
You
great.
should not count me as any theory breaking thing. Like I said, I am a different issue.
Yeah, we don't know if it is part of going into the water or if it is drinking it. We don't know.
No, it's drinking it.
Fair.
Okay.
He gives a sigh and he's like, hey, honey. And she comes back out and she's like, yes. And he's like, you overheard all that, didn't you? And she's like, yeah, I was wondering if I should speak up or not, but I also didn't want the stew or the chili to burn. And he's like, I'll keep an eye on it. Why don't you tag in? You got this better than I do. And you watch, like, they actually do like a little high five as she tags in.
That's cute.
Fucking dorks.
And she sits down and she's like, okay, so I actually am a bit of a let's say chemist, for lack of a better term, alchemist. But anyway, my mother was the druid who went with Arcanton on the ship, the submarine.
Oh.
It's actually how we met each other. It's a very adorable story. I will tell some other time.
Sure, we'd love to hear it.
But one of the big things that I have spent my life doing is studying the lichen. you see in every single creature that has come into contact with the seawater and has drinking it, there is lichen inside of them.
Like a mold.
The lichen is the easiest term for it. It is like a mold. It functions in a very strange way, almost like a couple different organisms, but lichen, mold probably are the best terms for it. It's in, like I said, everything. It's in fish, it's in any bird that goes down there, and it's in any person who directly drinks the seawater. Normally, eating fish doesn't get enough. Yeah, it usually doesn't get enough over where like it's transferable. Usually, it has to be through drinking the seawater proper. But it causes intense reactions to the body. It can change their physical appearance. It can change their anatomy, basically by going through the bloodstream. It's very fascinating. Like I said, I've spent my entire life studying this lichen. And she looks at you, Quinn, and she says, I also will say, as much as you all wish to say, I don't believe in making exceptions. Exceptions just mean different ways to the rule. And if you're sure that you never came in contact with the lichen, I'm almost curious if you're somehow producing it.
Well, first things first. I didn't say I didn't come in contact with it, just that I've never been to the ocean. My contact would have been probably before I was born.
Oh,
But-
did your mother drink the seawater?
No.
Wasn't out of character? Wasn't that part of like the ceremony of them becoming
was.
warlocks? Was to drink seawater?
Was it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, actually, upon reflection, now that someone has reminded me of my own memory.
No, you're good.
But
I
she
was like,
doesn't
wait, no,
think that.
she didn't. I remember it being.
She
like
did.
a
I was
sacrificial
just about to correct him too.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I wonder if this maybe when you. I never thought about it passing through pregnancy. I guess that would make sense. She thinks she's like, I'm sorry,
Right.
I'm getting on a divergent because you guys are honestly offering a lot of insight we never had before.
We've been looking into this
Cases-
situation for a long time.
Cases of it are extremely rare, and it's been hard for us to put together. However, most of the cases have been, well, unfortunately, relatively the same as what happened to Darlin's father. It first starts off as a madness of visions, and sometimes the senses getting twisted. Like you will see and hear and feel things that aren't there, and slowly that grows as more physical deformities take place, as the lichen mold starts affecting the physiology, until eventually the creature, well, cannot survive outside of the water, while at the same time be driven so mad that they have no other choice but to jump.
And have you isolated any magical component to this?
The magical, no, it is the lichen itself
The lichen.
that they drink. It
Don't
stays
believe-
in them.
The lichen is magical.
Yes. I don't know if it's magical or if it's just how the organism itself is. But it stays in the person. It's basically a parasite.
I'll do the rest of the group. Are we gonna tell her everything? Because it seems like she might be the best person for us to like try and figure
But-
shit out with.
We might as well combine our knowledge.
Yeah, especially since we're gonna be going down there to try to fucking heal my plant.
We've still got a lot to talk about,
Yeah.
but first things first, I would be curious to see if the lichen on me is different than.
Oh, yes, I was going to ask if you wouldn't mind me taking some samples.
Not at all.
She actually just pulls petri dishes out of her apron.
Nice.
So how do you make sure you don't accidentally get it in your dinner if you're just carrying it around in your pocket?
Don't tell my husband, but I have. And she keeps she starts scraping stuff off.
I mean,
He
that actually might
kind of like touches the side of his nose and just laughs.
that might actually be useful information if heat denatures the lichen.
Then there's maybe some way to get it out of the Avondale plant. Instead of trying to uproot the plant itself.
Of it. What?
So,
Infecting a plant?
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Maple. Roll me perception.
Okay.
as she pulls out a gun.
That's a 1.
No, okay. No,
Yikes, my dude.
There's a lot of emotions going on in this room. It's kind of distracting.
Okay.
The woman kind of leans back and she's like, "Oh, okay. Infecting a plant. I've never tried that before. I suppose. I mean, there's no reason why it couldn't change the physiology of the plant.
Seems very adaptive.
It is extremely adaptive. How to phrase it? It's very similar in its state to before a baby's born, it has these cells that can change rapidly to make it a baby. It's very similar to that.
Stem cells, which
Out of context, stem cells, but obviously not gonna.
embryonic stem cells.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Not gonna fully know that, so I'm trying to make it in a way
It's
that would
the
make
baby
sense
goo.
for D&D.
Mhm.
Yes.
Baby goo.
So the lichen is like a baby.
It's as adaptable as one, and it's in such
Okay.
how to say it's in such, I can't think of the goddamn word. Oh, primordial state that it can adapt to nearly anything. I mean, mold is one of the oldest organisms in the world.
Fair enough.
Lichen being a symbiotic combination of a energy producing organism and a fungus.
And I will say, it is only seawater. I've done plenty of studies on rain, on lake. It is only found in the sea.
It may be a property of a natural property, maybe not even a magical one.
Well, my theory is it doesn't work. Precipitation, it can't travel through precipitation.
Indeed. Can't be carried into the air by evaporated fluid.
Yeah, if it could, I mean, we would all be infected by now.
Indeed. But if, say, the being that controls the lichen created the plane too, would it not just appear to be a natural phenomenon?
I'm gonna be honest, that's such a direction I haven't thought of about. I don't know why it would. One, just to let me tell you what our original theory was before you all walked in.
Of course.
Mhm.
Sorry, we've been all over the place.
our original theory is that there is a large source of the lichen, perhaps a breeding ground, perhaps something of. We found large chunks of it before, or I should say, our canton found large chunks of just lichen, almost in like these coral-like features. So we originally thought that possibly there was a large structure down there, and as it wore away, the lichen was coming off and settling in the water. We assumed that the lichen had some, as we said, parasitic abilities, or was a parasite that changed its host to what it needed and gave them delusions to force them into the water.
Rejoin the macroorganism.
Yes. That was our original thought process behind that. And I mean, she kind of like looks back at her husband as he's cooking. She's like, we had talked just not seriously, but on the idea that the lichen, the mold, was possibly sentient to some degree. Perhaps all linked to the macroorganism, and may show a level of sentience or a level of manipulation and control over its smaller parts. But that was just, we have no evidence to back that up. That's just our own speculation.
I think that fits.
Presume that's true for a moment. How would that affect what you've figured out?
I'm not following.
With the information you have, if that is true, that there is a sentient source at the center of this,
Mm-hmm.
what does that mean for what you know?
Well, it would mean we'd have to take into consideration something that we really hadn't before, which is, well, motivation.
This plane, it's a feeding ground.
What evidence do you have for this?
God, I can't remember what the fucking evidence was.
There was a book or something. Oh, it's the fucking the president of the fucking school, whatever the fuck.
Yes,
Not president.
I
but
suppose
yeah.
that is a leap that
Is
we are assuming, but it
or,
is
yeah,
not the material. This plane we live on is not the main plane of our collection of planes. What is that called? Universe?
But
Sure.
according to the Aldrich House's research, near as I can tell, this is a demiplane. It has the express purpose of being a repository for a entity we know as the Yellow King.
Okay. Okay. So, I will give the Eldritch House if they believe we're in a demiplane, there's at least a good possibility of that. So, I will grant you that.
Well, think about the phenomena of portals randomly appearing to other planes. Perhaps they're not random.
Or perhaps they are random, but more likely because we're not the center.
I suppose I would need to
stable.
know more about what plane you are suggesting is the material plane.
Of course.
But this doesn't have to do necessarily with what we're discussing.
No, the point is more the same entity that would have created the plane is
The
the one
lichen.
we connected to the lichen.
Indeed.
So you're suggesting that not only is the lichen sentient enough to fully manipulate us into essentially a prison, but also is arcanically gifted.
Yes, kind of. The entity that created it. I believe the lichen itself is merely the means that it uses to consume its prey. We're in a picture plane.
How is she doing, by the way? What's her emotions at? Is she getting overwhelmed?
Yeah, she's overwhelmed. She's incredulous, but she is like, how to phrase this? One, you guys have not actually really introduced yourself.
That's true.
Or like any of why you would know this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like in her mind, she's like kind of like
skeptical.
Yeah, especially when you
the Eldritch House connection, but yeah,
you name dropped the Eldritch House.
And then
you did not fully explain your connection to it.
Yeah.
And I do have the pin, but
okay.
yeah.
So she's okay. I think Maple then realizes it and goes, "Ah, fuck, we did it again."
Yeah, and Kira's all like in maximum like explaining mode.
Yeah, like you guys are ready to pop out the chalkboards.
Yeah,
like
so we didn't introduce ourselves.
Would you like to see my string board?
Oh shit! Right.
We
Hi,
introduce ourselves.
I'm Quinn.
Second time we've done that today. Maple.
We're very bad at this.
We're followers. We're chosen of Istis, and she kind of shows her palm.
Oh, the
we're Starcalled, yes.
Starcalled.
Starcalled. Okay, that the fact you brought planes into this makes a bit more sense then.
Yeah, you were giving off a bit of a confused vibe. Sorry.
We tend to get our T's and I's mixed up a little bit.
Yeah.
And that one there is Nadinia. And that one's Iris. She's distracted because she's...
Nadinia looks like... She doesn't look disturbed so much as like... She's waiting for the next...
thing. Yeah.
What am I gonna see next?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
She's been having issues today.
I have a question, Adinia. There are windows in the house. Are you looking through any of them?
Of course.
Okay. Roll me perception.
Yeah.
You wonder what's gonna happen next.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to roll it twice.
Rip.
Alright, 9. You still don't see anything.
And she doesn't make her any less
You
paranoid.
get this feeling of being watched, but you don't see anything.
Yeah,
that's pretty normal though.
Fuck that guy.
But yeah, she kind of leans back and she's like, I'll be honest, that is a huge leap in what we believe to be the Lycan's abilities. They've never really shown themselves to be that intelligent. All the cases that we have been more, how to say, devolving than to have any true purpose.
And Daniel will stop and say, "It's it not only is it alive, the CLs worship it in a sense."
I think perhaps it's not quite that. The Lycan is a tool of this being. I don't think the Lycan is this being. I'm sorry if we've gotten that a bit mixed.
How do you know there is a being?
Well...
Look at Quinn.
We've had a few encounters.
I've seen it.
It has supernatural abilities.
She looks to you, Nadinia, and she says, I'm sorry, you've seen it, you said?
I've seen it.
Was that before or after you drank the water?
I mean, we've all seen it. Its arm
reached
out of the ocean.
Yeah, it's very, very
Arm?
big. Tentacle.
Oh, the tentacles
Thousands
for
upon
West
thousands.
Harry?
Yes.
That's another thing it's doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you believe that to be the same creature?
Oh, we don't
We know.
believe
Yes.
it to be. It is the same creature.
We know it to be, and it's also infecting the Avondale plant, which has
is affecting all of the Avondale plants in this entire plane.
We really need to stop like dumping information
Yeah,
before we
it's a
finish one
lot.
thought, guys.
It's a
like
lot.
they're all
It's a lot.
interconnected though.
We'll give
Honey,
you.
how's that chili coming along?
Yeah, we'll give you a bit of time to process.
Sorry, we walk into
I
your
mean-
house, we say a bunch of crazy shit.
That's fine. Honestly, it is very nice to talk to someone about this, but I will be honest, I am rather skeptical simply because I don't see the evidence that you have
Of course.
to get to your conclusions. I'm going off my own evidence.
I
Had
can
to
at least
return my
prove.
library books.
I can at least prove the Avondale plant is infected. I'm gonna introduce myself fully. My name is Maple Avon. My
Oh,
grandfather brought the Avondale plant into this plane.
oh, I yes, I suppose you would be an expert in it.
I'm a changeling, but I'm also part dryad. And my plant
Uh-huh.
is the Avondale plant.
Once
Uh-huh.
again, what we just talked
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
We just talked about.
But it
Gotta
is
stop dropping this shit.
It is
So casually,
proof,
constantly.
though. It is proof, though.
No. I think this is going to be a pretty good place to end.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is she's gonna get you chili.
Yeah.
You guys can sit down to it, and
Chill
I can.
out.
I'll say that you guys can slowly explain it to them. If you want to spend some time here
Yeah. We're gonna
talking
have
to them, we can say that you spend, say, a couple hours and take more time to like spell everything out for them. 'Cause-
Slowly, because at this point it's like.
I think the best thing to do would be pause, ask her what questions she
That too.
has, and work from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to get too much into it because I mean,
That would be explaining the whole campaign again.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
to
and
this poor
honestly,
lady,
she is very nice. Like she is.
wanting to understand.
Mhm.
Yeah, she is not like dismissive of anything. She just wants to hear the evidence that she is
Looking for the track. Yeah.
yeah, she is very much a scientist and
Mhm.
she needs evidence to believe
The
the-
truth is out there. Sorry.
no, she's just listening. Eventually what you guys kind of figure out from them.
We still have my research notes, right?
Yeah.
Probably very
Honestly, she
I
would
think she-
love those.
So yeah, she'll
Like,
just
maybe too
hand those
much.
over.
Mhm.
lot.
No, she looks at it and she says, "Oh, God, is this by Pursuler?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hate him.
just
You know, just
Kind of a
deep
prick.
swallow. She's not gonna say this, but he's got the Arcanton. It's fine.
no." She's like looking at it and she's like, "I'm honestly amazed that he didn't, have you stay there to study."
He did his best.
He
She-
tried
she's-
real hard.
She's kind of looking at it and she looks at like the date that you have and she's like, that would have been when he got the CL for around that time, so I guess it wouldn't matter.
Wait,
What?
what?
She looks up at you. What?
He got a sea elf?
Yeah, the sea elf that was recovered from West Harry.
There was
There was a sea
See.
elf that was recovered from West Harry. Why don't we know about that?
I don't know.
She's like looking at the rest of the group, like, what the fuck going on that? What?
The news came out just shortly after West Harry fell more.
Oh, we would have been traveling.
You would have been traveling.
I believe we were out of plane at the moment.
We were going through the Beast plane, that's right.
Oh shoot, hon, do you have that newspaper? I think I might. And she like gets up and she like
The
looks at
clippings.
no, she's like, sorry, I keep like a bunch of old newspapers like to use, when he does his projects to lay out and like try to clean up the mess. Let me see. Yes. She pulls out one and she walks over and shows it to all of you. And Nadinia.
Oh god.
Nadinia,
Mm-hmm. I don't want to know.
you see Pursuler giving his smile, his smug smile for the camera, as next to him, kind of strapped in almost this gurney, but like the gurney's pushed so that they're facing like standing up, basically for display. Like it would flatten out so you could then push it again. You see someone extremely familiar. You see Neryl.
I think she's like staring at it for like a long time, and then Maple.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
She's so her face is not displaying any of the anger. She is clearly has it in a bottleneck, but like she looks up and the it's about as bad, if not worse, than the last time when she had no control over it whatsoever.
Uh-huh. Do you know him?
He helped me when my ship crashed.
Oh, fuck.
So the headline that reads, it says, Sea Elf taken alive, specimen given to the Eldrick House for study.
That's something.
Specimen, it's a fucking person. You assholes.
We need to pay the
I'm
Eldritch
trying to
House.
look at the others. Do we have to break in and steal them?
We don't. Oh, I don't think we can.
We will. Well, we might if we have support from others.
Yes. Yeah, we'll deal with that later. Okay.
I don't think. I mean, there's not an Avondale flight there, so it'd be months anyway.
No, there's no
I mean, just to let you know, you can check the date on here, but it was
Yeah.
weeks ago.
like months, weeks, or like weeks?
Weeks.
Okay.
Probably close to a month, honestly.
He could be fillets by now.
I mean, I don't think you would actually kill him.
No, that was a joke.
It was a very bad joke.
I
Sure,
mean, you know what he did to Nadinia in
Yeah.
2 days.
Yeah.
He's later, but he had clerics essentially.
Fillet carefully.
Mm-hmm.
No, not
Imagine, Nadinia, imagine what he could do with weeks.
Oh yeah, no, I know what she could do with weeks. That's why she's
Science.
with science.
everything is fine.
Science.
We will address this soon.
Now,
Now we're weeks away.
And I don't know how long the Avondale plant's gonna last.
I think Nadine is just gonna, like, go outside, and the storm is just still just brewing over there, and she's just absolutely livid.
When you step outside, you see that figure in the black robe. They are a ways from you. They aren't. It looks like they had come out of the alley and they were approaching the building, but they stop when you come out. Like, you kind of caught them by surprise.
I'm gonna chase after him.
Oh god.
Okay.
And Nadine goes missing!
No, you catch them.
Oh, shit.
And it is.
What do you do?
Pull back off his hood as I scream, "Who are you?"
Okay.
It was Raymond all along.
You reach up and you pull off his, the hood to his cloak,
Doobie-doo rubber mask.
and this is who you see.
Oh shit.
Amogus.
As he looks at you, fucking angry as all hell.
Normal?
And he says, he like bats your hands off, and he looks to you and he says, "Do you work for the Yellow King?" And that's where we're gonna end for tonight.
Yo, but that art's real good.
Okay, well, yeah, everything's fine. It's all
Everything's
fine.
Is it normal that Cat in Garfield?
Yes.
That's funny.
I did not come up with the names.
Oh, it's Chris.
I know what I did. You what?
You.
You
Goober.
food. I like how we're
Fucking
like, yeah, we're
goober.
gonna wrap it up here and then do like another 20 minutes.
No, I'm sorry. I
No,
really
you're good.
fucking wanted that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I
like,
get
when it
it.
seemed like it was going to, I'm like, oh, yes, I need to lean into this.
Okay.
Because I wanted the reveal of what happened to the dad and who was following you.
Everything is fine. Yay, I'm back on the trauma train, guys. Yay!
Trauma
Woo!
train. Trauma train.
Choo choo! Chugga 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 chugga
Motherfucking choo choo.
Rose is gonna be so mad.
Uh,
She's gonna be so angry.
angry.
Yes, I'm glad she went to bed, though.
Yes.
Marissa, you need to go to sleep when you need to. But I was like, oh, I really hope this happens because it's gonna be so good. I've been waiting on that since before the one shot.
Yay, you did it.
I know, I'm very happy. But, yeah. There was some stuff that you guys missed out on with current news.
Yeah,
A
apparently.
little bit.
What are you talking about? We didn't miss nothing.
Like, why didn't, Val or, Maurice or any of them tell us?
Why
Well,
would
one,
they?
Yeah, why would
Yeah,
they?
I don't know how much they're in tune with our sea elf investigations.
And to be fair, they thought you were at the Eldrick house. Like, at least, the
That's
timeline's close enough that they were probably like, you were at
Probably
the Eldrick
there.
house. How
Guess
did you
it's
not
not
know?
important.
Yeah.
Isn't that so nice for Perciler though? Like he must have been so happy where he's like, dang, I just lost such a good specimen. What's this? I get a free specimen that I can do whatever I want to?
And no one
Even
will give
better
a fuck?
specimen?
Yay!
I traded up.
Would you rather choose a Sea Elf cosplayer or a Sea Elf? Question.
All right. I'm gonna need you to settle down on that cosplay thing that you just said, because that's not what's happening. I wish that was what was happening.
You're not cosplay? What are you doing?
Tail just like comes off, right?
I hate you.
Okay.
I hate.
There were 3 titles.
Yeah.
We're kidnapping the Pope. Everything's Fine, which I honestly think is a great title.
It
Yeah.
might be one already.
It's an accurate one.
So
Cloaks Folks and Cloaks Folks Who Smokes.
I kind of like the everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
everything is fine.
Pretty sure
Everything
it's not...
is awesome.
There may already be an everything is fine, but
I'll look.
that would be fun.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
So, like, Discord broke a few days ago, and its search feature is just now, like, completely broken. And I'm very
Really?
upset. Yeah, it doesn't work.
I just used the search thing today and it worked fine for me.
What do you mean? Is it me?
gonna
Do I have to
die.
uninstall my goddamn Discord and reinstall again?
Yeah, because I was using it to search for the art that Chris and I had decided on.
Well, mine's not working, so I guess I'm uninstalling and reinstalling it again, because it stopped working when Discord had its fucking freak out yesterday.
Search also works for me too.
It wasn't working the other day for me, but I don't use it often.
I use it all the time.
I might
I'm
just
very
be bad
upset.
at using it.
Yeah, we don't have one. Okay. And then in
Yeah,
the
I hope
bot.
you guys had fun.
Yeah!
Yeah,
Yep, everything is awesome.
Everything's
fair-
fine.
You guys did accomplish quite a bit.
You did.
Yeah.
We're
It was
getting
probably a
done.
pretty good gauge of what we remembered as players too,
Yep.
Oh, goodness. What the fuck?
which is not a lot, but we got
We're trying.
somewhere.
Yeah.